Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's episode of the Greenlight Weekend Podcast. As always, I am your host, Brian Nystrom, and we do have a sponsor. Our sponsor is Dead Room Comedy. Dead Room Comedy is a production company and comedy group based in Denver, Colorado. You can find out everything about them at deadroomcomedy.com, or you can follow them on their social media handles at Dead Room Comedy on Instagram and Facebook. You know I love them. I hope you love them. They're fucking awesome. They're super funny dudes. And, yeah, I thank them for being sponsors of the podcast. This week, we have a fantastic guest. He is the mastermind behind one of my favorite podcasts, definitely my favorite Durango-based podcast. His name is Sean Moriarty, and his podcast is called The Whiskey Reel. We recently had Bobby Noyes and Aaron Brandis on the podcast. They are his two co-hosts. They are a trio. And but Sean Moe is the one I'm closest with. You know, he's been on the podcast like 3 times previously, and god damn, it was good. Just real good to have him back in here. We had great conversation, great podcast. Drunk Dave kind of fucked it up there at the end. Yeah, I wish Dave would have listened to me when I saw him earlier that day and told him to stop drinking. Yeah, it is Friday. We're going to try to start releasing these on Friday. That's the plan. Greenlight Weekend that comes out Friday morning. That's the motherfucking plan. I'm going to do my best to stick by it, guys. It's a crazy fucking time of year for me, and it's a crazy year for everybody, so I hope you understand. But yeah, shout out to the Whiskey Reel. Shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chava people for the intro-outro music. This track is called Wake Up. I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, episode 113 with my friend, Sean Moe.
Life right now still so picturesque. I'm rocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could have died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals. Giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican. Beating my chest like yeah. What my name is. Ink on my chest. What my homie spray paint.
Yeah, so Sean Moe just laid out the formula for cold fusion, and
before we recorded,
he thought we were recording, but there's no way he could do it again.
No, well, I realize now it was a mistake, so I can't do it again.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, you can't repeat
Well,
that.
the GoPro has these secrets.
Oh, it does.
The GoPro has a lot of secrets.
Does it?
Yeah.
Is that when people go full
It
frontal?
caught Elliot saying the N-word.
More than once.
Oh shit!
More than once.
That's it. Well, was it a hard ER or
It was.
an A?
It was.
Have you seen Elliot? Yeah.
He has to get it out before we start recording. Like,
Oh.
otherwise it'll come out on the pod. So
He needs to learn to do what every white person, every respectable white person does, like ourselves, is you wake up in the morning and then you scream like 135 of them into a pillow, and then you're good for the day. That way nobody hears it, and then you don't accidentally say it later in the day.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what they do in Georgia.
cheers to that.
You guys don't have an N-word pillow?
Yeah, dude. That's what it says.
I do. Yeah. Cheers, boys. Yeah, I brought you guys a gift.
Thank you.
Larceny
That is
bourbon.
lovely.
Very lovely and affordable.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. We try to do that on our podcast, is find shit that's like, middle of the road price wise, but we're running out of shit. So we did this a long time ago, and I thought it would be a good gift for you guys.
Yeah, for
thanks,
your podcast listeners, Sean Moe is the co-host of the Whiskey Reel
Which
podcast.
you guys talk about all the fucking time, and we hate
Yes,
ourselves
because
for
I'm
not
a
mentioning
good
you guys as
Oh
much.
no,
friend.
you guys
I'm a
aren't
good friend.
You guys just aren't as good of people as us. That's all it is.
That's so true.
You're a way better person than Dave.
I don't
to be
know.
clear.
Well, I mean, that's true. I never brought a bottle of whiskey over.
You are both married. Yeah, that's weird. You've been here a lot.
Yeah, but I'm the co-host, so I bring beer for people.
You bring beer for yourself, and then
I
you
know,
drink
and
my
then-
beer when you run out of your beer.
That's exactly what happens.
Most of the almost every time.
Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking
man.
mooch, dude.
I love it. See, Dave, we didn't really talk that much when we were working in Steamworks together.
No, I
Because
know.
I was at the tail end of managing, and I wasn't even managing
No,
on the floor
you
anymore.
weren't even managing when I would
No,
start.
I was the social media manager, so I
Oh.
had my 2 managing days a week were sitting in my office, and then I did the 3 bar shifts.
Oh.
So it was like that was my managing shifts, and then I went and did. I'm an
I started
independent
3.5
contractor.
years ago. Were you still
Yep.
doing it then?
I was in I left in like February of 2017 is when I stopped like working for them proper.
Okay, and I started May of 2017. So you kind of stopped doing that right before.
Really?
I started May 2nd of 2017.
I swear that I damn.
But
Trust him. He's autistic. He's got those dates down.
I don't know if I'm autistic. I mean, it's highly probable.
You guys keep talking about it, and the more and more I hear about it, I'm like,
It seems more and more
He
likely.
started it by taking an internet test and then barely passing.
I
And then-
remember hearing about it on the podcast, but I feel like I know you better because I listen to your podcast all the time.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah. I'm very open.
It's almost
Very much so.
That's how I know most of what I know about Aaron and Bobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you, honestly. I mean, we've hung out quite a few times, but
Yeah, because this is my 4th appearance now. 'Cause
Yeah,
there
I
was
mean-
two.
Really?
There was 2 with you and Phil. Then the Pukaki crossover spectacular,
that was fantastic.
which was when we did 2 of them. And yeah, so this is my
Aaron
4th time.
almost
Do I
died.
get a jacket like on SNL and shit when you're here for a
Dude,
certain amount of time?
It takes 5 visits.
Oh shit, that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, one
5
more.
timers
One
club.
more.
Okay,
yeah.
one more, and then Steve Martin and shit come
Yeah,
out. With a,
yeah. He's on call. I
Is
mean,
he?
he's ready.
I
Yeah.
wonder what he was doing besides playing
Yeah,
the
I know.
banjo.
Dude, yeah, he's
Thinking
not
about
even that
killing
good.
himself. Yeah.
Steve Martin?
Yeah, dude.
If Steve Martin wants to kill himself, what are we doing?
Dude,
I don't know. I read his
yeah.
book and I wanted to kill myself. So
Did you really? Which one? Because I know he's written a
Born
shitload.
Standing Up, probably,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called, yeah.
yeah, I just like his whole story, and maybe this is how comedy was. You know what I mean? But most of it is about like stealing other people's shit at first and being super duper hacky.
Disagree.
Yeah. Well, he
Have you read the book?
Steve Martin's a guy who wasn't meant to be a comedian. He started as a comedian.
Yeah.
And then as
Fantastic
soo-
actor.
Yeah, but then
Comedic actor.
as soon as the jerk hits and he starts getting movie roles, though,
Yeah.
he fucking ghosted the comedy scene. He's not like Seinfeld, who wants to do it forever. He's not like Chris Rock, who did a special, a couple years ago when he didn't have to.
Haven't
He's not
watched
one of
it.
those guys that was so passionate about the stage, comedy on stage, that he gave a shit about it.
That's
now
great.
he just looks at it probably as like the way he got started, which sucks because he was hilarious, dude.
Well, and he just wanted to be an entertainer.
Did you watch Tambourine?
No.
Chris Rock's
Oh,
special
yeah, of course I
from
did. I watched it
2019?
like 4 times.
I watched it twice. You said you haven't seen it yet, Brian?
I don't think I have.
I think
dude,
it's really
so
good, especially the second half. I mean, I think the whole thing's really good. Obviously, it's Chris Rock, but like the second half, dude, he just it's something else, dude.
There was a
And
point
then
in time where he was like,
That's all. He was when Bigger and
The
Blacker
way-
came out. He was the guy.
for sure, dude. Yeah, absolutely. He was a top tier, and he still is top tier comedian. Dude,
I
but-
followed his. What was the Never Scared was probably the last good one before this most recent one. Then he did one that was like he filmed a hodgepodge of different spots. Like he did one of these. Like he edited together clips from different shows
like
and different
Ray
spots.
Romano's.
Yeah, but a
thing?
lot of comedians will do it where they have the exact same set design, they wear the same outfit, so you
Yeah.
can just seamlessly cut.
Yes.
This one was a mix of his
was an
bits,
obvious,
and it was
yeah.
obvious that it was in different spaces.
Okay.
It was okay, but a lot of it, But Tambourine was dope.
I loved it. I
I
loved
thought it
how
was
it
so
ended
fucking
too.
funny.
It ended with the word tambourine, and it was just like he said that last word, that last joke. It was tambourine, and it was cut to black, dude. It was so cool how he ended it. It was badass. The only thing I like, the only thing that special didn't have that I love to see is the standing ovation. Because it
Yeah.
went straight to credits after that.
It did go straight
and
to
I
credits.
love seeing people get standing ovation. It makes me emotional
I
sometimes.
think with Chris Rock, he's
sure.
he's so prolific now. I mean, he's just been around for so long and such like a
It's just
solid
a
comic.
given.
It's
That's
a
what
given.
he's
Why
getting,
show
yeah.
the? It's almost like showing your
Yes.
own standing ovation would be gauche. And so
Sure.
fuck it. I know everybody knows.
Everybody
I'm gonna
knows
get
he's going to get that. Yeah, I actually thought about that, and that's exactly the same conclusion I came to. It was like, he definitely, yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be cool to show it, but it would just be like for his own ego
Yep.
or whatever. But he was probably like, I don't need that, dude. I like that. It's called trimming the fat. even outside the jokes, dude. He's trimming the fat of the production. That's
Oh,
good. I
man.
like that.
So when you're leaving soon, you're going to Phoenix for the holidays, right?
yeah, just
What's
Christmas.
is there? Are you guys going to be able to do comedy when you get there? Like when you go home, is comedy happening?
I believe so. Yeah.
And you didn't start this till you're out here, right? So you
Right.
don't. Do you have connections at all? Or
I have
any-
connections.
You
but,
do?
but only through meeting people here.
Okay.
There's
that
a
have been
few-
traveling through the ones
There's
that
a
are road
couple
comics?
comics like this one guy I opened for a month ago. Kurt Fletcher. He travels all over the country doing comedy. He said he could put me in contact with people. Then also this guy named Mo Alexander, who's he's like
Why do I feel like I've heard that?
yeah,
name
he's a
You
pretty
probably
big
heard.
comic.
before?
He-
Probably on your podcast.
I don't know, maybe with
Well,
PJ Johnson.
Maybe
but
not, but like he was gonna headline our festival this year.
Yeah.
He was our headliner, and then and he's based out of Tennessee, I believe. and I've never met him, but he's friends with my business partner, and he told her like he'd hook me up with some contacts when I moved there. And then also apparently one of my old coworkers I used to work with at this place called Papado Seafood Kitchen in Atlanta.
Oh, I know Papado.
You do? Know
Papados.
Oh, I've been to Papados.
Oh my God.
Well,
it's
okay.
so good.
I've been to the Papados in the New Orleans airport, and it was
That's
fantastic.
hilarious. Yeah. I've seen one at the maybe Houston airport or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of my old coworkers that I worked there with, he does stand up in Atlanta
Nice.
too, and he said he'd keep me posted.
You all
But-
right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gonna
just
die?
gas.
Yeah.
No. I'm starting to feel better, dude. Finally,
Well, fucking.
probably the conversation.
This
helps.
is where everybody's been talking about pandemic fatigue. Like this is the right around between, let's say, 2 weeks ago and then a few weeks from now is where they've projected that most people like hit this mental wall where they just can't fucking handle it anymore. And I feel like I'm hitting it, and it's because all of a sudden there are no more fucking comedy specials coming out on Netflix or Amazon.
And
or
none of
anything.
them are good
They already
anyways.
released the ones that came out like in
Nothing-
the early part of the pandemic. There was I was surprised by that Taylor Tomlinson chick on
She's
Netflix.
hilarious.
She was fucking
she's
fantastic.
She's a real comic though, dude.
Yeah.
Like fucking Rob Schneider. I won't even
Ugh.
dignify that with a watch.
Well, the funny thing is though, he did start out as a pretty successful stand-up.
he started in Phoenix,
but now
I
he's
think.
like, just fucking. He doesn't give a shit anymore. He's going banked on
You
his
can
stupid
do
characters.
it.
But it's like,
Yeah,
but
that's
dude,
it. That'll be
tr-
on his tombstone,
You can.
Yeah,
Should be.
the trailer alone for that was cringeworthy,
right?
For Rob Schneider's. I mean, I was just
Nothing is worse though
Like-
than the Ken Jeong one because he
Yeah.
had no business.
That was awful.
That
That-
was the worst stand. That was the best produced
worst stand-up.
stand-up special I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It was motivating though. I was like, I'm gonna go to the Starlight and I'm gonna do way better than this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get the fucking applause breaks.
Yeah. Well, some people belong in sketch / improv / like, okay, I'm going to be in a Judd Apatow movie where he gives me 1,000 takes.
Is
Does
there
not belong in a live format.
Anybody that could have played that role better in The Hangover though than Ken
Probably
Jeong?
not. No. He's. Did
You
watch
wanna
the?
fuck on me?
You want to
Dude,
fuck on me?
So funny.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. He's the only one that could do
Did
that.
you watch the? I have the special edition DVD of that.
I don't think so.
Hangover. There's a whole set of just his outtakes.
Really?
Of him just running. They're just like, keep letting him go. There's a one part where he's like lifting up his nuts and screaming, "You want chocolate thunder? You want chocolate thunder?" And I was like, how is that not in the movie?
Yeah, dude. Sometimes they cut the shit that seems the funniest to me.
But if you really think about it, when they cut if they cut certain things back in, it'd probably distract from like the actual story, and it's funny in itself, but it's a little too much. That's how I
okay.
imagine. And I mean, they film a million things, and then some editor sits there in a tiny dark room and puts everything together from the million shots.
right,
I
I don't envy that guy.
I don't. I'm editing a video for the hospital in Cortez right now that's only like 3 to 5 minutes long, and it's a fucking nightmare. Video editing, I'm good at, but I fucking hate it because it's so. You have to get it so perfect.
I just edited a video and it only took me 20 minutes and I hated every second of it.
Yeah,
It was
man,
just-
it's really like I have
You
the
fucking-
constitution to do it. Like I can do it and not blow my brains out, but I would like to be able to blow my brains out. It's just
yeah.
yeah.
And you can.
take that as the clip. Can that just be the soundbite?
Yeah, talk about you killing
I'd
yourself.
like to be able to kill myself.
I get that. I definitely sometimes wake up and like,
Man.
if I just ended it all, I wouldn't have to go to work today. I wouldn't have to.
But as every meme I've seen on Facebook lately says, you're not ending the pain. You're just passing it on to someone else. Someone else who I don't have to give a fuck about anymore because I am dead. Woo!
AKA your wife.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, don't kill yourself. And I was like, I wouldn't. No, I love myself too much. You can tell.
I'm pretty egotistical. Yeah, I'll stick around for another week just to see if I get laughs next mic. You know?
Yeah. Dude, Jill wants to do like bring a sleeping bag type of open mic tomorrow night.
Wow. So
And
she's looking to get fucked, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Denver.
It's cold.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it
what I'm
that-
saying. You a bunch of people with the sleeping bags, and then
Oh.
all of a sudden someone shows up without a sleeping bag, and now there's 2 people in a sleeping bag,
Uh-huh.
and then things are going into things.
That's
Not
how
gonna
it works.
specify what, but yeah, stuff's going
Yeah.
into other stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm. The plane is being broken.
Her finger,
Touchdown.
my butt.
Nipple butthole.
Oh,
The
I
ni-
never. Oh, I'm
That's
gonna
an
ask
aggressive
Katie when I
nipple.
get home. Can you fuck me in the ass with your titty? Just I don't know. Do it like
you have
those
those
bondage
long
porn.
nipples?
Just put it. No. But she'd have to like in the bondage porn where they put
yeah.
ropes around it and they kind of
okay.
make it more turgid. Like it's yeah. She'd have
And
to
then
do
she
that.
Turgid.
peg you with her nipple, dude.
Yeah, but nipple pegging.
Just gave
It's a
you
new
a whole
thing.
new. I just came up with a whole new
We
thing.
just came up with a whole new category
I
for
love
Pornhub. You're welcome.
You're welcome, PH. Fucking PH.
This will be the one that gets that sponsorship pushed through.
Just waiting for that fucking Pornhub
Dude,
sponsorship.
if we get sponsored by them, we'll make some real money. But
What's this wee shit?
I
white
quit.
man?
I quit.
What's this wee shit?
I quit anyway. Hey, I was thinking, dude, we should do like a segment, like every other week or something.
With you from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Dave's Hot
Dave's
5.
Atlanta corner.
Just let me come on and talk about what's going on.
Yeah, that won't be a pain in the ass to edit at all.
It's December.
Oh,
it's
I'm
hot
sorry.
as
Do you have to
fuck.
work?
Bitch.
Ooh, vaporizer. This got me into
Vaporizer.
trouble on the podcast that comes out. Our podcast that comes out on Tuesday. I was so fucking high. I mean, I edited it around to make it sound like I'm there, but I'm not. I'm a floating head.
That's how I feel today, dude. Like I'm so hungover, my back hurts. It's
I'm so over. My back
it
hurts.
sounded like a joke, but it's dead serious right there in the
That's why
middle.
it's funny.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a combination of dehydration and sleeping all wonky because
Yeah.
you can't feel pain while you're passing out.
Right.
And so-
I was out. I slept probably five and a half hours. Whoops.
5.5 hours.
That's enough.
Come
for
on,
me.
dog.
That's enough for me.
That's what people tell themselves. You need at least like 7 hours of sleep to
Yeah.
function.
Well, I know.
Taking
but
years off your life, son. You're gonna have like fucking gray hairs like Rogue
I
on the
usually,
side of your head.
I usually don't do that to myself,
He's
dude.
gonna die
Like,
so fast anyway. Fuck him.
no,
Come
I'm
on,
not,
man.
dude.
He's
I'm
gonna get
out.
shot on stage in Atlanta for saying wigger.
Dude, they're gonna love me.
I love that joke, by the way.
Me
I
too.
love that joke.
I encourage it
every
every
time
chance
I've heard
I
it,
get.
well, you do it for the reasons that because you're there,
Yeah.
and you're like, I want to see if this is the time a chair goes
That-
over my
yes.
shoulder.
He's
towards
hoping
David.
for the worst.
He's
That's
hoping
what
to
he's
just-
hoping for.
Yeah,
dude.
he is hoping for WrestleMania. Oh, I'm wearing a WrestleMania shirt.
Fantastic.
This is
by
a
the way.
dope. Katie found this. It's WrestleMania from when I was a children.
When I was a children.
When I was a children, that's when.
So wait,
Ultimate
when you were
Warrior-
small, you were two people, and then as you grew up, you morphed into one.
Yep, I was
you were
myself and a semi-parasitic twin, and then
Oh.
I absorbed the twin into my
Glad
shoulder.
you. I'm glad you did. You're a handsome
yeah,
man.
dude.
So
yeah. I
it
also had
worked
to
out.
sacrifice a goat on a pentagram in order to complete the transformation. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
I'm
watching
here.
Vikings a lot. A lot of shit like that going on.
I know, dude. Those redheaded fucks, and when they're like, they discovered America first, so I'm like, I wanted the stories of when they showed up, because I'm like, do you think the Vikings were nicer or less nice than the Spanish conquistadors and all those other
I
European
think
folks?
every
I think
time
all of
people
them.
encountered strangers,
There
It
was
was just
violence.
death.
chaos.
Pretty much, they're
Yeah.
like,
It's like when two dogs cross paths. Like,
all I can say, dude, is if I'm an indigenous person and some crazy looking, long, red-haired, bearded fuck
Big,
came, I'd be
beautiful
like,
bitch.
I'm hiding.
I would immediately be like, that's what probably where Bigfoot comes from. It's ancient stories where they're like, one time I saw Bigfoot, and they're like, no, you just saw a big, hairy fucking Viking dude
Huh.
and didn't know what the hell it was because it was pale and had freckles.
I've
I
never
like
thought
that-
about that.
I
ever.
like that theory.
yeah, they're like, it was an ape that walked like a man. I'm like, no, dude, those were Vikings. They just fuck like champions and fucking killed everyone. So
Yeah.
they just seem.
take
Yeah.
mushrooms before war.
Well, that's the best way to do it. Drugs before war has been a thing and it's
Forever.
still- Do you know what they gave
Mushrooms
the,
and meth are two different things.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because meth they gave
I
to
don't
the
like walking around-
kamikaze pilots.
Oh, and Nazis.
Kamikaze pilots were fucked up on meth. And
So
yeah, the
was
Nazis-
Hitler.
Nazis
Yeah.
too.
I don't.
Well-
I don't like walking around a friendly music festival on mushrooms. I can't imagine just murder
I did
I know,
mushrooms
how do you
at
want to
Coachella
kill somebody on mushrooms?
during
They were
the Tool
connecting
set.
their god.
I don't recommend it.
Wait, you did
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I
Oh,
ate the mushrooms at Coachella
No, thanks.
for Tool set, and I was like,
You're kind of a tool for
this
going to
sucks.
Coachella. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's
To
so,
see Tool?
it's so sick. Yeah, it was Tool. The only reason
That's
I went
cool,
is
dude.
because Tool was headlining. It was their first concert in 7 years or some shit.
Yeah, Tool's badass. I was really just joking,
Tool's
but-
dope. I got to
But
see
Coachella-
Atmosphere there. No, Coachella's turned it. It was kind
thought
of
it-
getting shitty then.
Okay.
Like it was a little like they had a million stages and like we got a good seat for Tool because we didn't go to like the far stage where Madonna was doing a set.
Wait, was there actually seats, or were you just in
No,
a field?
we were out in a field.
That's
it's
the
at the
best.
Empire Polo Fields. So
Where's
it's
that
like,
at?
that's
Where is
in-
Coachella? South
it's in
California? California?
It's in Indio, California, which is in the bumfuck nowhere.
In the desert?
It's in the desert.
Okay.
Yeah, but then there's this giant green polo field that they waste a bunch of water on in the center of the desert, and then they have Coachella on it. And there's 5 stages, and then there's like a bunch of stupid tents and shit. Everything's overpriced. Water's like $11.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't recommend it. No.
No, I've been to big festivals, but the cool part was whenever we had pit passes to the Cypress Hill Smokeout.
Ooh.
And
Oh, that must have been cool.
When the fuck was that?
I don't remember, but we saw Slipknot.
That means it was good.
Oh,
He didn't remember.
Slipknot, dude.
Oh, I saw Slipknot when I was in high school.
You did?
They're the shit.
I
They had
would-
like 7 drummers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 of them were for show. The ones that had like the drums on hydraulics and shit. So when they knock them down, they slowly move back up.
Yeah, it was Sublime's first show with Rome.
Okay.
It was that.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was going on when we got there. Then Cheech and Chong hosted for a while,
Yes.
and fucking
Dude, this
all the
is-
stoner bands.
Where was this?
Oh man.
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
We drove my
what
97
festival-
Cherokee.
What festival was it?
It was called the Cypress Hill Smokeout.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
dope,
that's the
dude.
name of the
So we
festival?
saw Cypress Hill, Deftones, Slipknot.
Wait, when was this? 1996?
No, I was probably 20.
I don't know what year you were born in, dude.
I'm 30 now, so like 10 years ago.
Bam.
Jeez, you keep making
So
me do all the
2010.
math.
2000,
All right,
10 years ago.
2010.
I said the
2010.
most simple thing at the end.
Would you say that's the best concert you've ever been to?
It was pretty fire, dude.
Yeah. What's yours, Dave? What's your best? concert
I
you've ever
went to
seen?
Jazz Fest in 2009.
Oh shit! Did I tell you I went for my cousin's wedding during Jazz Fest in New Orleans and never saw anything from Jazz Fest?
Nuh-uh.
He had his wedding during Jazz Fest, and we were just like, we didn't get tickets, and like we had wedding shit to do.
Uh-huh.
So I was there during Jazz Fest, but didn't.
Do you
see
know
it.
who's headline? Like when I went,
It wasn't anybody special.
I saw Neil Young.
I've
that
seen
was
Neil
pretty
Young.
dope.
Neil
That
Young's
was
the
pretty
shit.
dope. I bought an eighth of hash for $35 while I was sitting there. I was just sitting there watching Neil Young, and this guy comes up like, "Yo, you want an eighth of hash for $35?"
in
And I'm
New
like,
Orleans too, in a place where it's not legal by any
Yeah.
means.
Oh no. And I was just like, "Yes, I want that." And he gave it to me.
You
and
picked
I
the right person.
Immediately put it on some weed in a bowl. Because my girlfriend at the time's dad like had a bunch of mids, which was perfect to have hash with.
Yes.
Because like you don't need like the
Balance.
fireest weed when you got like some fire hash. So
That's
it was pretty awesome.
$35 for an eighth is a bargain.
It was a good deal, and this is in 2009, 11 years ago, man.
Yeah.
And it was the 40th anniversary. That was dope. I've been to a bunch of good shows actually, but I used to be really into like when I was younger, like punk and like hardcore music. Like I've seen No Effects 3 times. I would put
Ooh,
those.
I like No Effects.
I would put those up with some of my favorite shows I've
Are
been
you
to.
a fan of Me First and the Gimme Gimmes? The
Yeah, I used to
super
be.
group that
I
does
liked-
the covers albums.
I liked a song or two, but I've seen them before. I've seen them because I also in Atlanta used to go to what's it called that punk festival.
I can't remember, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, it's like the most. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on this.
Yeah, but
That's
those
how
dudes are like a
hungover I am.
super group. One
Me
of the
First
guys
and
was in
Gimme
No
Gimmes.
Effects.
I know about 'em,
One of the
yes.
guys was in Lagwagon. They did all these
Lagwagon.
crazy.
I've seen Lagwagon. I love Lagwagon.
They did
too.
one that's called Are a Drag, and it was all like
Warped Tour.
Well, yeah,
Sorry,
Warped
that's
Tour.
what I'm
there
trying
you
to
go.
think of.
Yeah, the one
Sorry.
that goes all over the place. They
Yeah.
they did like all musical songs, but they do like punk versions of it. So if you've ever heard the punk version of Over the Rainbow, that's them.
Right.
So
Or
they
like-
do all these
yep.
cover songs. Then one album at the end, or in their booklet, they put in it like, we're taking submission. Anybody wants us to play their their party, we'll do it under these conditions. And so I never noticed this, but then their next album after that is called Me First and the Gimme Gimmes Ruined Johnny's Bar Mitzvah, and they are hammered ass drunk, and it's a live show at this kid's bar mitzvah.
That's awesome.
And they do
That's punk rock right there.
they do
That's-
Hava
I love
Nagila.
that.
They do Hava
Yes.
Nagila, but to a Christmas song. Like it's
No.
a Christmas song.
Yes.
And they sing Hava Nagila to it.
God, I love them, dude. I love them. It's Fat Mike.
Yep.
Is it him?
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fat Mike, because it's his
Dude,
voice.
So I actually, when I was, I saw them play in the backyard of this now shut down club in Atlanta
See, that's some
called
shit.
the Masquerade, and it was one of the most like famous clubs in Atlanta for years. Like
Yeah.
and then I saw him play in the backyard, and El Jefe, the guitarist, threw out a pick. And I caught it, and it was signed by him, dude. And
Oh, that's
I think I
nice.
still got it somewhere, dude.
That's dope.
But like, yeah, I'm a big punk rock fan.
I'm trying to think of what my best. Oh shit, it's clear. Okay, did you ever hear about the Rock the Bells tour?
Yeah.
Okay, so just before I moved here, I went with my buddy Bustos. We went to the Rock the Bells that was at the San Francisco Giants stadium, but in their parking lot
in Rutherford, New Jersey.
No, they did a tour. It was all over
San
the place.
Francisco Giants. You said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, San Francisco
I was-
Giants.
You even said San Francisco, and I immediately thought
Rutherford,
New
New Jersey.
York. I thought about the New York Giants.
The Admiral's kicking in Rutherford, New
Yeah,
Jersey.
right. That's where my dad's from, is Rutherford. So I got
nice.
excited, dude.
So here's the lineup. The headliner that year was Rage Against the Machine. Before them was Cypress Hill, I'm pretty sure. Before them was Public Enemy. Before them was Wu-Tang Clan, fucking De La Soul.
Wow.
And like the early on in the day was like Jedi
This
Mind
is
Tricks
mid-90s?
and fucking like this is 2007.
Oh, wow.
So like ODB was already dead. I saw some Public Enemy was hilarious because fucking
Just because.
no, Flavor Flav got so fucked up that after their set, Wu-Tang comes out, and at one point, I forget what song Wu-Tang's in the middle of, but fucking Flavor Flav just wanders shit-faced onto the stage holding his camera phone up and like gets like in Method Man's face, and Method Man just like grabs him like a claw machine that dispenses
I could see that.
stuffed animals, and just was like and like placed him off stage somewhere.
Yeah.
But dude, that's
hilarious.
like a hip hop all-star. That's like the mecca of fucking, that shit was next level.
Another good show, dude, that you'll appreciate because you're close to my age, is I saw Ludacris,
Oh, yeah.
the Yin Yang Twins,
Yes.
and Jaquan
Oh, nice.
all at one show. I won tickets to that
I saw
in
Ludacris
Atlanta.
once. I
Ludacris
used to
is
win
dope.
tickets to shit. You know when it's
That's
caller
how I
number
got-
10. I would call all the
Yeah.
time. So I probably won 3 or 4 times between the ages of like, I remember the first time I won, I was in 7th grade, and I won tickets to the early premiere of Face Off, and then had to convince my dad to let me go see Face Off because I was like 12.
Nicolas
Yeah, and it was rated
Oh
R.
yeah, Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage,
Nice.
John Travolta, and he was like, "That was ridiculous," but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I won tickets to see I think it was Eminem show tour, and it was
Oh,
Ludacris,
cool.
Exhibit, and Eminem, and I think the
That's way better than
Executioners
mine, dude.
opened up.
Oh,
Executioners
cool, man.
opened up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, Eminem was pretty fucking good live, dude. That
I
guy
bet.
is
Weird.
solid. Like, yeah. Are you a fan?
I am.
Yeah, I think we're all white dudes
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
think
If you're
of
white
ourselves as gangster.
And you don't like Eminem.
I do not think of myself that way.
No, I used to, but I was humbled young and often.
All you gotta do is get pistol whipped once in the schoolyard.
That's funny, dude. I won when I saw Ludacris, it's because I won tickets too, and it was when I was like 18 years old. I was at Best Buy, and on the way out, there's this radio station, and they're doing this.
Oh, they have, like, the table
spin.
set up.
They're doing all right. So like, you basically tell them what number you think you're gonna land on. You spin this thing, and if it lands on your number, you win these tickets.
Autism.
And I told them,
and he's just like, sitting
oh,
there
dude,
going,
check it out.
Oh
It's-
shit! I lost my headphones.
it's hilarious. Like, I was like, I'm gonna guess number 7, and then I spun it, and it landed on 5, and I was like, guys, can you believe it? I said it was gonna be on 5, and it's on 5, and they didn't even know what to do with me. They're like, here's your ticket.
You used some like crazy corporate meeting tactic shit.
I scammed the fuck out of
You
them.
scammed the shit. Just
I was
fake
like,
it till you make
I
it.
just acted like I won, even though I clearly didn't, and they gave me 4 tickets. to
That's
this
how he
Ludac-
acts after comedy too, and people are like, "You did do a good job." Shut the fuck up! Don't tell him that.
I haven't bought a drink at a comedy show in like 2 weeks. That's pretty nice.
That is nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, is that how you gauge?
Yeah,
how well you're
that's how
doing?
if I did, yeah.
If
Yeah,
paid
I was
for a
on a
drink,
hot
I'd pay.
streak there for a while. I was getting free drinks
Dude,
and pussy like
yeah,
it was
if
going
he-
out of style.
Oh yeah, and then you signed up for long term.
Yeah.
For real though, if people buy you a drink afterward, you know you did all right.
That's
Straight
pretty much
up.
well, either
Or it
that
was
or it's
painful.
polar opposite. And they're like, buy that
Yeah,
dude a
but
drink.
I
I feel
don't-
like everybody wants to
doesn't
buy
want
Max a drink
Brian,
lately.
Brian goes that polar opposite sometimes. I try to
where people buy you drinks just so you
just
don't
so
kill
he
yourself.
doesn't kill himself. Yeah, I don't do that.
Little
Numb
do
the
they
pain.
know.
Don't end the pain forever.
God, this
Because
whiskey's-
once again, you don't end the pain. It just gets better. Fuck you, meme. I want to off myself.
I hate comedy. It's the worst.
Katie peg him with her nipple.
Yeah,
You
titty,
know?
titty pegging.
Titty peg.
It's a thing now.
Titty peg. I'm gonna
okay.
name.
You have to mention that shit
I will.
to her at work.
I will.
You need to be like,
I have
hey,
no
did
problem
Sean?
doing
Did you
that.
titty peg Sean yet?
Yeah, yeah.
And when she says, "What are you talking about?" Just walk away. Don't even say shit.
I will also do that.
That is a deal.
You do it too and be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
titty pegging, it's a thing, right?" And she'll just be like, "What the hell is going on?"
I never know what to say to your wife when I see her. I'm just like, "Hey, Katie,
Well,
then-
she has that. She walks like the Terminator around. You know, it's like I've been told that even when I was a manager
You're right,
there and she
you're
was
right.
just a
That's-
server, people would be like, "I am way more scared of your wife than I am of
I've
you."
always been more scared of your wife than I am you. You're a large man, but I'd rather
I'm a big old
duke
teddy
it
bear.
out with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm crazy.
I think I'm gonna lose either way, but I don't.
Yeah,
She's
Katie-
like a chimp. She'll rip off your face and your balls.
Katie can leg
bite
press
your fingers
a
off and
Buick.
shit.
She'll kick you and your body will just turn into a pink mist, dude.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to.
believe that, dude. Yeah. I always just
I wake up in the morning and she's got like a fucking. She does a lot of leg workouts.
but
Nice.
she
Good
also
for
smokes
the
a lot
ass.
of weed, so she's cooler than people think.
Speaking of which, yesterday for Halloween, because we're recording this on Sunday,
Okay. Sorry,
we
go ahead.
decided to we're each gonna eat 100 milligram cookies and watch horror movies.
That's like a
So
blood
is that
pact.
that's the only reason you guys stayed in? I thought
Pretty
maybe
much.
something happened or something.
No, dude, we didn't really like. What was there to go do?
That was my thought.
That's true.
There
What
wasn't
am I
really
gonna
anything to
go
go
do?
do. We just got dressed up. Yeah, we got dressed up. I had this like suit with zombie handprints and shit.
You looked
over it.
great.
But we picked each other's costumes. She was like, okay, $50 limit. We pick each other's costumes. I thought she was going to pick up something ridiculous. So I was like, I want to fantasize about you being Captain Marvel. Hot ass.
She looked great.
So I
She-
I was like,
yeah.
I got her a Captain Marvel suit. And I was
She
like,
looked-
here's your skin tight
She
Captain
looked
Marvel suit.
fucking adorable
She did.
in
She
that
did.
thing, dude.
And she did her hair like the
So
movie
cute,
kinda.
dude. Yeah,
It was
she's
great.
beautiful, man.
Yeah, but so I ate 100 milligrams. She ate 100 milligrams and it was cool.
She did?
She eats 100, she's fine. I ate 100, and an hour later, I had 20 or 30 minutes where I thought I was touching the edge of the nether realm.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh shit. Like I got
I
a
don't
stationary
like
bike
that.
delivered, and it got delivered, and like negotiating to get to my
Yeah,
front door
yeah.
to pull that thing out. By the way, I'm wearing, you know those tie-dye shirts she's done with bleach? Have you seen her
Yeah.
wearing? So these girls these days are tie-dyeing shirts with bleach. So she made one for me with like Wonder Woman on it. Like it's pretty embarrassing. I wouldn't wear it outside.
Yeah, yeah, it's
so
a
I'm wearing
suit
that.
shirt.
I'm wearing my Golden Girls Squad Goals pajama pants.
Yes.
And I just go out of my house to
Yes.
grab this thing on 100 milligrams, and there's two people that are my neighbors that are just like turn from where the recycling is and look at me, and it's like they live in shit to me. Like the skull people are looking at, like the alien overlords are looking at me, and just to pull this thing in took what felt like a half hour, probably about 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
But like I was like, it was, you know, when your head is moving, but it feels like it's floating, and then all your movements are kind of like you're moving yourself, but you're like, clearly,
That's how
I'm
I've
not
been at
really
work
pulling.
lately
Yeah.
with this fucking thing.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I'm making Cajun pedes like.
The vapes are tough, dude, because you either rip it super hard and you get like super fucked up, but then it lasts like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
or you just keep ripping it, and then that's when you get in trouble.
I know. I just smoke it casually like I smoke my pipe. Now my tolerance is starting to build, but the first couple days, man, I went on stage day one. I got on stage and I was like, well, I was super high before I went up, so I was like, I have to address this. Like,
So I'm really high, everybody.
no.
Yeah.
I was like, I got a new vape pen and I haven't figured it out yet, and I'm fucked up.
So hold on. I got to reference something real quick that you just mentioned
Do it.
that I think you and me have in common. When Aaron Brandis was on, I made a comment about how, joke for joke, the Golden Girls might be the funniest show of all time.
I own every season. I have
Yes.
shirts.
And he
I have
said-
the pop vinyl dolls, and he talks shit. His
He
girlfriend loves
hated it.
He
Yeah.
doesn't like things that are great that everybody loves. Aaron is very set in his ways. He is an 85-year-old dickbag
And he looks like
in a small 48-year-old dickbag's body. Like like if you'd meet him for 5 seconds, and you're like, God, this guy's a piece of shit. But then when
No,
you get to
he's
know
great.
him,
He's great, dude.
even after all the anti-Atlanta rhetoric that he
I don't give a
dispensed
fuck,
while
dude.
he was here,
I don't care, man. I
take
I
every
hate
shot
si-
I could take to knock that motherfucker
Hey,
down.
dude, that's what Brian. Hey, that's what Brian would do for me too. So like, it's a friend thing.
I love, dude, the Golden Girls.
Aaron is awesome, but like, yeah, like
And
the fact that
by the
he-
way, I'm listening to the episode with you and Aaron, and I am arguing on your behalf while I'm listening to it in my earbuds.
Oh,
And
really?
Katie's like, "What are you doing?" I'm just sitting there talking to myself. I'm like, and nobody talks about that it was like an all-female run show in the 80s, and it was fucking. You had 4 older women that were all the stars of the most popular show on television, and nobody talks about how groundbreaking that was, and that it was a woman showrunner and
you
all
know,
that.
Dom
shit.
Herrera was on that show.
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm. Like I said, I've seen
Every episode.
I own.
I haven't even seen every episode.
Have
I
you
just-
seen the Golden Palace?
I don't know.
The Golden Palace.
going
So
deep.
when the Golden Girls got canceled, because B. Arthur didn't want to have anything to do with it anymore, she was over it. They canceled it, And then I think CBS picked the show back up and picked up the characters. And so they had a show for one season that's terrible, but I've seen all of it, called The Golden Palace, where they are like running, everybody but B. Arthur is running a hotel, including Sophia, who's should probably be dead at this point. And then Don Cheadle. It's like
Really?
Don Cheadle and the
let's
remaining
add
Golden
Don
Girls
Cheadle.
Yeah.
running this hotel. And it was
Yeah.
terrible.
Who doesn't
Do you
like Don
remember-
Cheadle?
Do you remember that bullshit, dude?
I love
Where this is the dumbest thing that's ever happened on think in the cancel culture is Hulu canceled an episode of Golden Girls because
They were wearing mud masks?
They were wearing mud masks, and they
Made a, like,
correlated it to like blackface type of thing.
Yeah.
And they removed that episode
See,
of.
Well, and that's one
That is
instance
so
of,
stupid.
That is one instance that the media grabbed to show that they've been doing this to tons of stuff. Like that's one instance. They're going back and removing up. They did the same thing with Scrubs.
What about
Scrubs-
the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah,
Really?
the fucking
Wait, what
Confederate
happened?
flag
Oh,
is on the car the whole time.
Right,
So they
right,
pretty
right,
much
right,
took
right.
it out of syndication. The one with Scrubs was where JD, which is Zach
it a
Braff's
black-
character.
I know the episode.
In his head, he went into one of his like, he has little like
Thoughts,
fantasies,
yeah.
thoughts, and he was like, "What would it be like if Turk was thinking of what would it be like if JD was black, and it was just him in blackface with his. It was basically him as Turk, and they took the whole episode out, and then on their podcast they did a whole episode about how insensitive it was at the time and all this stuff, and how they don't. And the crazy thing is the whole time Donald Faison's like, and when it happened, I was fine with it.
Yeah, that's not.
Everybody's saying it's fine with it, but
that's
now
not
they're doing
insensitive.
it. It's not at the
They're
time.
just on the
It's a
bandwagon.
context thing. They're on the bandwagon
And by the
of
way-
everybody cancel everything. Everybody pretend this shit never happened.
For the
That's
record,
when you don't learn from
For
history.
the record, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Zach Braff is a genius.
Me too.
I love him. Did you see that movie that he did? What's
Garden
it called?
State?
Yeah, Garden
Yeah, dude,
State.
did
I saw
not.
that shit in the theater.
You did?
Was it a
Damn, you're
date?
old, dude.
I
Was it
just
the
love-
60s?
Just
I
went with
love
your boys?
Scrubs. I love. Yeah, we were. Dude, my boys and I would always go to like independent movies.
You know,
in the
I
little
never
independent
watched.
theater.
I never watched Scrubs, dude. I never have really watched it.
Start
But-
it if you start it from the beginning, you'll get hooked.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
I'll be
I
happy
like it.
to do
I'm a
that.
fan.
But
Dr. Cox will become your spirit animal. Dude.
but
I've
man,
heard him on multiple
that-
podcasts, and I really like John C. McGinley. He's badass.
John C. McGinley's badass. He's in like Point Break. He was in fucking
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah, we just watched Point Break recently.
Yeah,
Did
and
you?
you're like, oh shit, it's John C. McGinley.
So you haven't seen Garden State?
I haven't seen
So
Garden State.
Zach Braff wrote and directed it.
I'm super aware of
Oh,
it.
okay,
I just
okay.
haven't. Like
It-
when I was
it-
a kid, I was like, I'm not watching
It
that
blew me
bullshit.
away, dude.
I feel like if I saw Garden State now, as a
It made me
38-year-old
cry.
man, if it came out now, I'd go see it and be like, all right. But because I was the perfect age for that and the
Yeah.
perfect spot, and
you had watched
date-
Scrubs. You were
dating
already a fan.
dating a woman whose family had kept her on lithium
Who, Katie?
for years. No, this
Oh.
is back in the day when that
But
movie
Katie
came out
too.
in 2004.
Uh-huh.
When that movie came out, I was dating a chick who was like parents filled her with fucking lithium to make her not feel anything. Like it was a lot of the content in that movie touched close to home at the
Trying
time.
to turn her
yeah.
not
But
gay.
now I watched it and I was like, man, if I watch this for the first time now, I'd think that this is pretty melodramatic. Like,
Well, it was good though. I thought it was well
no,
done.
it's solid. And Natalie Portman's dope in it.
I
Method
forgot
Man's in
about
it.
her,
Remember
yeah.
Method Man's in that movie?
Yep.
Who here just saw some titties?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you just saw some titties.
And Zach Braff wrote it all. I just always appreciate someone that can write a script like that. That's
but then
so
that was like
impressive.
he's a one-trick pony. He didn't do anything
After
of note
that.
since then.
But wait,
Except
he
his
tried to make a
podcast,
movie.
which is killing
Oh, dude.
it.
wait, it
Yeah.
is.
The Scrubs
I don't-
podcast, they're going through each episode, him
Wait,
and Donald
what?
Faison.
Yeah.
Are you
Fake
serious?
Doctors, Real Friends.
When did this come out?
Right when the
I'm
pandemic
serious.
started?
I don't know about
I
this.
found out about it on the whiskey reel, and
Yeah.
can we just get to the whole thing I've been wanting to say? You guys could
Dude,
make
you're
money
the
as
host,
a podcast
dude. You
if
talk.
you talk more. Aaron and Bobby are garbage. Let's be honest.
Well, no, it's what needs to happen, and I hope Aaron hears this because I'm waiting.
I love them.
Like, I've been waiting because I get to look at a podcast from a 30,000-foot view. I get to make the waveform smaller and look at it and go, Aaron is 1/3 of this podcast, yet he talks 2/3 of the time. I could see that his waveforms are 2/3.
He's a
of the
loudmouth.
ones.
People don't like him. He claims to be an LA guy, but wears a Saints jersey everywhere. I don't get him. As a
I don't
person.
either.
Saints are from LA,
He
dude.
acts far younger than he is.
Louisiana?
Oh! I don't think you deserve 3 of
I
those.
don't think so either.
But yeah, no.
There's the Adderall, dude.
They're funny. I just, I'm better.
Couldn't have said it better.
I gotta
myself.
say, dude,
I wait for my
we got
times.
off to a good start. Like, I gotta tell you I can't tell you how many times me and Brian have been talking to people, and then like it gets like halfway through the episode and then we start picking up steam. I feel like we had that from the get with you, dude. Like,
Dude.
I love that, dude. Like,
when Sean Moe comes on, I take Alpha Brain. I'm like, I need to be on point.
Yo,
I
dude,
can talk
We
fast
won a
sometimes.
picture
I am
today
so
at work,
hungover.
and I didn't have any of it because I was like, we're having
Yeah.
Sean Moe
Well, the
on.
first episode I was on was when I was like, this is when we were at Phil and Coel's place, and there was this big TV right here.
I remember that.
And I was like, put on pterodactyl porn. You guys haven't seen this yet? That
the
became a
fuck?
theme for a minute.
I don't even know what that is.
There
I don't
is
think
a
I want
porn.
to know right now.
It's
All right, tell
there's
me.
this porn video where
You
it's
wanna know.
basically like it's people dressed up in like pterodactyl suits,
like
fucking each other,
4 people
That's so
minimum.
stupid.
and a
to me.
puppet,
And
then
a
the
puppet.
pterodactyl
yeah,
puppet.
yeah. And then there's like a girl walking through the park, like the beginning of Men in Black is what I imagine. You know, the girl's like walking through the park, and then, then these pterodactyls start just coming out of the trees in
And
like Central
fucking
Park
one
or
another.
something.
Yeah.
Then they just start fucking. Yeah.
And then at one point, there's
Alright.
like a slow close up of like the business, like of stuff going into other stuff, and then you just see this like pterodactyl puppet somebody has, like laughing at the screen, laughing at the sex, laughing at the screen,
Oh
laughing
my
at the
God.
That was
sex.
the most disturbing part, I think,
It
was the
was.
puppet, because it seemed like a baby pterodactyl, and it seemed extremely inappropriate. That
It
was
seemed
some
like a baby
Viking
pterodactyl
shit.
was just like rolling around as its parents fucked.
That's the other thing about.
In like the it was
I gotta see it. Actually, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really turned me off to it.
No, it's great. You should Google it. Yeah.
yeah,
Alright,
it's
yeah,
kind of one of
I
those joke.
won't.
It's like Two Girls, One Cup, but way less gross. It
I
was one of
never
those
even
things.
watched that. That seemed too
it's
gross.
all right.
I heard about
It was
it.
pretty rough.
Two
I
Girls,
heard
One
about
Cup. They could have gone further.
Dude,
I
do you like
feel
that
like it
You're
was
the
a little
first
low-key.
person I've ever heard
Sean.
say that ever.
do you like that? You like
Okay, so-
shit? Hold on, wait.
I do not.
Do you like shit?
I don't, but I like things in the realms of extremes. So something that's
So Katie
so
pisses
horrifying,
on you
I have to-
and
No, no, no.
shits on you.
I enjoy seeing something horrible. Like when I was in college, I was like trying to find this is in the early days of the internet before, like this is when Napster was gone, but you couldn't really find a lot of shit online. Me and my friends would be like,
LimeWire.
we're going to find a snuff film, a real one where someone got like shot in the fucking face. And then we found one, and I realized I didn't really want to see that because I felt like a dark fucking cloud of something was following me for 3 days after I watched that shit.
Sold your soul like Bobby Noyes.
Kind of.
That's where it
he
all
didn't.
started.
He didn't sell his.
Oh, he just gave it away?
It's financed.
Oh.
He basically put it's like a
He
soul
leases it.
mortgage.
He
It's like a
leases
second
it.
mortgage on his
Yeah.
soul. So he got a
Yeah.
loan out, and he's slowly paying off to get his soul back.
I understand.
And every 2
Okay.
weeks or so, a 25-year-old walks into his life that he ends up fucking.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, that's just what someone was saying. I was like, Bobby's so sad, and I was like, I don't understand why motherfucker's just cleaning up in the pussy game all the time. I was like, I've never seen somebody who has like
has
a
it
new
all.
chick every now and
Oh.
again be so mad.
Yeah, he was.
Because he has to have a new chick every now and then. That's why he's mad.
Oh, it's never the hunger never goes away.
Dude,
Dave
I'm
found
happy
his-
as fuck because
Dave
I've been
found
with
his
the
black
same.
queen. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been with the same woman 10 years, dude. I've been with the same woman for 10 years, and I couldn't be happier, dude. If I had to fucking worry about, like, every time I was going to get
Impressing somebody?
No, not even that. Just
Well,
like,
not everybody gets
no,
to fuck
just-
a unicorn. Black Russian Jews don't exist.
except in my
Except
life.
in the living room. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's one in the world.
But like, if I had to worry about like every time, like
You
I
wanted to
need,
bust a
I
nut?
need no, not even that. Hear
What do
me,
you say?
hear me the fuck out. If I had to worry about
trying.
every time I needed just like a hug or some solace or something, like like
That's how Elliot became bisexual.
That shit is priceless, dude.
I thought,
like,
he became bisexual for the material. I thought.
no,
I'm
yeah.
almost positive.
He didn't become bisexual. He just started saying he was.
I think he sucked a dick.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah, he sucked one dick.
Has
said he's
anybody
gay.
alerted the gay communities? Because
We've
he'll-
been
they'll-
shouting
Attention,
from the
faggots!
rooftop.
Attention, faggots!
That's the
We
Instagram clip.
need Elliot.
Jesus Christ, dude. You were talking about balloons, right?
No, I was talking about gay people.
He's talking about piles of sticks
Bundles.
and or cigarettes in the UK.
Dude, that was so. My mom was married to this guy that was, in hindsight, a piece of shit, kind of. But he was from England, and his family.
Well, how many times did he hit her? If it's less than 10, he's all right.
I bet over the years, might have climbed that. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus, I was fucking joking.
don't
What
know.
the fuck? I do this all the time. I remember, there's someone that we all know who will remain nameless. One time she came into Steamworks. She doesn't work there anymore. She
I know
came into
exactly
Steamworks.
who you're talking
Do you
about
know
already.
this story already?
No, I don't know the story. I know how violent this girl is.
Tell the story.
Okay, so this chick
Ty.
comes to work. She seems miserable, and she
Ty.
walks in and she looks at me, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, blank.
Ty.
Can you change the? No, it's not Ty.
Oh.
I was like, Jesus Christ, you look like your dad just got cancer, and it turns out that her dad. She just got news that her dad had cancer, and so she just looks at me, and I'm managing. She's serving, and she just fucking breaks down, and,
Dude,
and then
that's not your
this guy's like,
fault.
hey, no, but this is the
not your
thing.
fault.
This has happened to me like 4 times.
That's
Oh,
the thing.
God.
Four
When you-
different times I've made some outlandish joke, and it was just dead nuts on. Like,
When you take big swings, every once in a while you hit a homer. You know?
Right.
And it's
you
devastating.
look like your son just choked himself while masturbating and died, and they're like, oh, that's so specific and correct.
The next morning you see it in the paper. Yeah. Poor fuck just hanging in his closet.
Yep, I know. Yeah. Well, no,
That's how I'm going.
Fuck.
he made it,
and
man.
That sucks.
He made it.
That sucks though, dude. Right? Like, cause I make
That
jokes like
happened?
that. I make jokes like that
Wait,
sometimes.
no.
And it sucks because you're just trying to be silly.
Yeah.
And then you accidentally like strike a chord in
Nail
somebody.
So
Yeah.
I'm sorry I struck the DV
Yeah.
chord. Go on with your story, because I interrupted yours. To
What
tell
was I
that.
talking about?
You're talking about your mom getting hit in the face.
Oh,
That's fun, dude.
No, you weren't. No, you
Sorry,
were just
Mom.
talking about
I
your,
love you very
You were
much.
just talking about your douchebag
yeah.
stepdad.
I'm not saying he hit my mom. I don't know. I didn't see it. But
He
his
hit that.
family would come and come from England, and his mom was like this old
Oh, he's from
British
England?
lady.
Yeah, he got
This
violent.
old British lady with fucked up teeth. You know what I mean?
So
You
But
when
she
don't
she
would
British
say.
lady.
She
You
would
don't
always
say,
just,
yeah.
she'd be like, pass me my fags, will you? And I
Let
was
me
like
guess.
10, and that was awesome. And then every time the cat came around, she'd be like, oh, you're such a nice pussy. It was so fun.
I just wanted to see one day you just collected all your gay friends from school, and she's like, "Can I have some fags?" And you're just like, "Sure." You just click a button, and all of a sudden, YMCA starts blasting, and they just parade in and start dancing around your, and they're like, "What's happening?"
She looked terrible. She's probably dead. Let's be honest.
Smoke these, Grandma.
No, you can only eat so many British
Cigarettes?
foods.
Yeah.
Eat cigarettes.
She ate cigarettes for
I
breakfast.
deep fry my cigarettes before I eat them.
She
I
would
do.
wake up and take fucking like 10-mile walks though.
By the way,
and just
told my
chain
son,
smoke the whole
Yeah,
told my
way.
son
dude.
to just
Oh.
hit your mom.
That's
I
my-
told him just hit it with a tire iron in the throat area, because that's how the British talk to their family.
It's true. They're very.
You fucking cunt.
You fucking cunt. It means something different there, though.
Yeah.
It's nice. Cunt is like a term of endearment. Here, it horrifies women and makes them crazy. Which
I
is
say
why
it on
love
stage
it.
as much as possible.
Good.
Me too.
It's a
yeah.
good word.
Have you ever tried how many you can get out? Just go up and go cunt, 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 cunt,
No.
cunt, cunt.
No, you
No,
should
I-
sign up though.
I try and have some
no.
semblance of form.
We're not talking
talk
about
about this.
again.
Why
No,
won't you sign
fuck
up?
you. Because I don't have enough time to have another fucking hobby that sucks up on my entire life. The podcast I do now is like 10 hours a week.
Just do it once.
All right,
10 hours a week I'm
This
spending on this
fucking
shit.
joint
What?
right here says
If you count the 2 hours that we hang out and we write the stupid sponsor in the middle, and then we come up with the outline, you count the 2 hours we record, and then it takes like 4 or 5 hours for me to edit it together.
Jesus
To add the music in
yeah,
and
see,
shit.
he puts in work, dude. Why
10
are you being
hours
so
a week.
lazy?
I'm gonna beat your ass after.
Why? Yeah, that's fine.
We'll take
What?
you in the
Hey,
yard.
he's doing video and shit. Yeah, you figure out how a computer works.
Nah. Nope. I'm going to move home.
See, Dave, you have the same relationship with Dave that I do with the Two Idiots I
Yes,
podcast.
exactly.
With.
I'm
Where
the
they're like,
idiot.
hey, dude, anytime they try to give me shit at all, I basically throw the hammer down. I'm like, listen, bitches, this
Shut
is
the fuck
my
up. Yeah.
podcast, and you guys are just
See,
fucking.
but the difference is ultimately
Because
I'm
I
just
put the work
fucking.
in.
I'm just fucking with him. I know how much work it is, and I don't expect.
better.
I don't expect him
You
to do
fucking better.
anything.
But
But
you know
then
what? This
at
is
the same
actually an
time,
intervention. We got together.
He fucking asked me to come co-host with
We
Whoa.
want to talk to you, Dave, about
Calm down.
how you're so inconsiderate about the podcast, and you don't realize how much work Brian puts
And
in.
you drink too much.
You drink too much
I don't
all the time.
I don't even drink anymore.
Hey,
You're a
it
piece of
counts if
shit.
you. It still counts if you're boofing it, Dave. And
Damn it! All right. By the way, this fucking joint right here
yeah, let's do it.
says 1 gram inhaled product.
Yeah,
That's like part of the description.
yeah.
Blue Drew.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, let's smoke it.
Let's smoke this shit. This isn't one of the fancy ones. This is just one of the run-of-the-mills.
This isn't the whiskey reel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Green Light
This
Weekend.
is a Green Night Weekend podcast.
We smoke marijuanas here.
And we drink whiskey.
Well,
that,
I smoke marijuana on my podcast, but they can't handle
Little
it.
pussy.
I
He
wouldn't
smokes
know. I
every now and
can't
again.
see you, Sean. I would watch it. I would watch it every
can't.
week. You would
I
have a
can't. There's-
weekly watcher.
But
you
there's
edit
nothing
too
interesting.
much.
There's
Why do you
nothing
edit too
interesting
much?
because you don't. Yeah, you have no idea.
Oh, weekly watcher.
I don't want to.
I have an hour and
just
40
said-
minutes of raw audio that I cut down to an hour and 20, and that's like bits and pieces.
That
here
sounds
and there.
awful.
And I also have to we'd have to do all the live editing of bringing in the songs and bringing in the stupid jingles and bringing in the voicemails.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff
imagine how cool the show could be.
if I could pay somebody to sit there and run
Yeah.
a board with
Yeah,
different
but
cameras.
That would be
I
dope.
know
That'd be
it's
dope.
just too much work. I
Yeah.
know.
If I
get
had
it.
a team like Rogan or
But that
fucking
would be
Segura,
dope. Like if you could edit in like your commercials. Like would you call them commercials? Those
they're
things.
fake sponsors. They're basically instead of having a real ad, we try to whatever we talk about.
Guys,
in the
follow the
intro,
whiskey reel for real.
Whatever
Follow the
we-
whiskey reel on Instagram
Yes.
and see these fucking fake sponsors. Like it's hilarious, guys.
Our most famous
I'm not
one
joking.
It's probably been the top that one we did.
Weird.
Oh,
Top
you
this.
killed it with that
Top
one.
this frozen
I mean,
yogurt.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah,
You want somewhere where you can get your frozen treats and your white pride?
I told my brother, I was like, our guest today is like the host of the most offensive podcast in Durango. And I was like, and as a person
I
that
don't know
can't.
if it's the most offensive. I'd
yeah,
say we're
try.
It's 100% the most offensive because.
You just yelled attention faggots.
Yeah, well, I was trying to get their attention. But, like,
they couldn't hear me through all that shit they wear on their heads.
but like,
That was the funniest thing you said.
there is seriously no podcast in town like that goes the places you guys go, and it's so fucking fun and funny, dude.
If by that you mean we just go directly after people,
yes,
yeah,
that's
or,
it.
or tell stories and we don't get rid of names,
Right,
Like
right.
we
I love
say
that.
people's names
No,
for the most
I
part.
truly-
except Aaron's girlfriend, we don't say her real name,
Right.
mainly because of her job.
Yeah. Her name's Sarah.
Yes,
Everybody, just so you know, her name is Sarah Cooper. Look her up on. She's
Sarah
on Netflix.
Cooper.
She's got a new show.
check out her OnlyFans account.
I kind of got lost in translation there. I was taking a picture of you.
Oh, so
I got a very Kevin Smith-esque picture though, and I
Did
think
you?
you're gonna like
He
it.
is kind of
Oh,
Kevin
okay.
Smith-esque.
Yeah, I
oh,
guess
yeah.
that's a giant.
Last Halloween you were Kevin Smith, right?
two
right?
Halloweens ago.
2 Halloweens
Three
ago?
Halloweens
He's
ago?
Last
Kevin
Halloween
Smith
Smith like
wasn't-
3 times a year.
Last
let's be
Halloween I
honest.
wasn't anything. I went to see.
Really?
I saw Wu-Tang and Immortal Technique and Jedi Mind Tricks at Red Rocks last Halloween.
Oh, that's. God
and-
damn! That
and
was
guess
a
what?
year ago.
That was a
Yeah.
year ago, and the
Katie
show was dope until
Katie was-
Wu-Tang came out. And when you're missing Method Man, I am not a fan. I love the RZA, I love the Jizza, I love all.
Method Man
I love
wasn't there,
Ghostface,
dude.
but
Dude, it's all
Method Man
about
wasn't
meth.
there. But what they do now, which was interesting as fuck, is that ODB's son dresses up like him and does like an impression of him to do his shit, which is actually makes more
What?
sense than
Wait. Say that again. No. I think I misheard.
ODB's son
Oh, his
dresses
son.
up like him and does like an impression of him, which all you basically need to do is get a little bit of the cadence down and put a giant grill in your mouth, and you'll sound
Does he
like
have
ODB.
the dreads the same way ODB did? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who's next? I
That's
want to
me,
fuck up the
baby.
rotation.
It's me, baby.
Don't break the cipher.
I will never break the cipher.
I like how at the beginning I was like, I don't know if I can drink whiskey because like I'm so
Yeah,
And you've
hungover.
drank most of that yourself. Yeah.
When David Oakley
Yeah,
tells
that's
you,
what I was getting at.
don't know if I'm gonna actually partake in that. Oh, it's all gone.
No, he's an addict.
know.
He's an addict.
Yeah.
Is he? I haven't heard about it.
Oh.
Shut up.
Wait, you used to have problems? What's?
No. Not used to.
No.
Oh, you still do?
I didn't say he was an
Yeah.
addict. I said he's an addict.
Dude, but you know what?
Did you hear that he
I've been
quit the
right there
cock,
with you,
though?
and I don't think I've shared that with you, but I've been right there with you, man.
Wait, have you actually?
Both of us had the same problem, except with me, it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, you idiot. I hate you.
Look at him. The best part was like
I
the part
thought
where
you-
he thought he saw a kindred spirit for a second.
Yeah.
And then watching the disappointment wash over him and a piece of him die inside was so satisfying for
You
me.
should travel the country and do that at AA meetings.
Hey, I respect that because I would get that satisfaction out of someone too. But god damn it, I thought you were going to say some drug.
I could have too, because I just gave blood and I could have just
Me
been
too.
like, I'm there, bro.
I am not allowed
I
to
was
give
listening
blood.
to your last podcast while I
Yeah.
was giving blood.
I'm
I
not-
laughed a couple times.
I'm
Nice.
not allowed to give blood because I used to use
you
intravenous
can't.
drugs.
Yeah. They ask you all sorts
Good
of weird
call.
questions too. They're like,
They're right.
were you in Ireland between 1918 and
know.
1984? And I'm like, what?
Like, I wasn't born yet.
Did you ever attend the circus in Burma? between
Yeah.
1972 and 1972 and a half.
Yes, I was
Oh
the
my
one that
God.
lit the Indian on fire.
Yeah, I just did it Friday.
We don't say Indian anymore.
The girl
No.
that
Unless they're
In
actually-
Burma,
Oh, in Burma, they
probably would.
I forgot. Dot, not feather.
yeah,
Okay.
dude. You're the one that said Burma. I was going off your joke.
I know. Why did I say Burma?
I don't know, but I said Indian because you
Burma's
said it.
not even a spot anymore, is it?
Well, it's Myanmar.
Didn't Rambo go fuck it up?
Isn't it Myanmar?
dude,
now?
Rambo's in the new Mortal Kombat.
Isn't Burma?
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, I just saw it on Instagram.
Does he just
today.
is his special move like he just guns appear and he just?
I don't know. In one of the the little trailer on Instagram, somebody was shooting and he was army crawling under the bullets.
That's dope.
It was pretty dope.
Who?
Rambo.
So
Wait,
Mortal
Sylvester
Kombat.
Stallone?
But Rambo.
mean-
So Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat, when a new Mortal Kombat comes out, depending on the machine it's on, each machine will have their own special character. Like one year you could be Jason or Freddy or some shit.
Yeah.
You could be a character in there, and now they got fucking Rambo, and I'm like, dude,
I like Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat's the shit.
I bought
Can I tell you guys something? It's one of the silliest jokes I ever heard, but it stuck with me and I like it. And it's from the
I'm just trying to be an asshole.
the regular of Kill Tony.
Yes.
William Montgomery. He told this joke. He's like, people always say that the book is better than the movie. Well, have you ever read the book Mortal Kombat? And it's so
I
stupid.
think I've heard that.
Well, if you watch Kill Tony, you've heard it, and it's so stupid, but it's so silly. It just stuck with
The
me. Dude. I
movie's
don't know.
not always.
There's no book.
When I was a
Nice.
kid, I was pretty into the movie.
Yeah.
Mortal
Kombat?
Dude,
Hey,
that shit came out when I was like
Scorpion.
11 or 12. I
Yeah.
saw it in the. I dragged my dad to
That
see it in
means
the
I was like
theater.
7.
And the movie
It
holds
was-
up, dude. Street Fighter though.
Oh.
The
Was that
Street
real-
Fighter
was that
movie
bad?
with
I don't
Jean-Claude
remember.
Van Damme.
Was that bad?
Are you fucking kidding
don't
me,
know.
dude?
I don't know.
So that's Raul Julia, acting titan Raul Julia, who played Gomez Adams. Mm-hmm. His last movie before he died was he played M. Bison in the fucking Super.
So are you trying to say it
Too
was
high.
bad or good?
It's the worst movie ever made.
Okay,
It's
okay.
We don't
pretty
have a
much
bunch of
Street
a
Fighter
joint
2.
left.
And it came out around the same time. Fucking Mortal Kombat. Considering the
was
source
cool.
material, it's a fighting
It was
game.
kinda cool.
With not a whole lot of. They did a decent job. I thought
Yeah.
they did a really decent job.
Fatalities at the
Yeah.
time, that was the coolest shit. Pull somebody's spine out of their body with
yeah.
their fucking head.
Yeah, and they used to do it was the original Mortal Kombat was they filmed actors. That's why it looked realistic because they just filmed actors moving and they kind
Oh.
of
Made it
cut
less cool,
frames in
though.
between. It made it a little less cool. It got way better in like 2000 and like 2005-ish in between there when they. Do you remember Mortal Kombat Annihilation when that game came out? That was the
Yeah.
first one where they had the chess. Where you played
Oh,
chess
yeah,
against
yeah.
someone, but then you had to fight for the square.
Yeah.
And if you lost the life, that's your
I totally
character kept
remember
the life.
that.
That
Yeah.
was a crazy ass thing to do because my friends would come over and I'd be like, "You want an extra layer added to? Sure, you can whoop my ass, but can you beat me in chess and fuck me up as Scorpion?"
Right.
I don't think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Play to
Dude,
your strengths, my
I'm
friend.
fucking.
Yeah, I'm like they made it nerdier. I can win now.
You might be autistic too, huh?
Slightly. I don't know. Definitely autistic.
I would think and I would hope he would be more autistic than me, dude. He does like computer shit
I'm
for a
just
living, dude.
Sort of. I don't do computer shit like people think of computer shit.
No,
Just because
Sean
I'm on a
Mo's an
computer.
Instagram influencer.
I'm not an influencer. I'm a social media
He
manager.
is not an influencer.
I'm not an influencer.
dude.
An influencer.
I was trying to degrade your job.
No. Well, you by
An influencer is a chick with really tight yoga
That's what I was
pants
saying.
who has no talent and no love coming
Yeah,
from her
That's
dad.
exactly what I was implying.
you weren't degrading him, you were complimenting
I
him.
post 4 businesses. I'm like, here is a Cajun boil in a bucket. You drive your car over here. We'll bring it out. Give us money. That's pretty much my job. Hey, here's me saying the
So you
400th
run-
thing about Cajun boils.
You run all the social media accounts for Birds, El Moro, and Steamworks. Is that correct?
Steamworks and
That's
a
cool.
CBD company in town and
Oh yeah,
ranch
wait.
and
43
43
CBD.
43
with
CBD.
Patrick.
Patrick.
Is it?
There's Greg and Danye own 43 CBD.
You know who I'm thinking of, dude? Do you know Patrick that owns Rec Room?
Yes.
Do you know him?
My
He's a-
partner
he's
Tyler
a-
did some work for him before our companies like merged.
Oh, okay.
I guess I kind of worked for them slightly. They were doing some work for them, but
Patrick. He's a supporter of comedy, so I'm
Nice.
a fan of him, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, like he's always been supportive in everything I do. comedy wise for
Sweet.
the past 2 years. So I thought 43 CBD was him.
No.
Yo.
Oh.
Okay, so 43
Sean just
CBD.
came.
43 CBD.
They're a
somebody
dope
else.
company, man.
So is that does that have a physical location downtown?
Nope. We do, but we do everything
Oh,
for
wait,
them.
that's your company?
No. We just
Oh.
do. We are pretty much their marketing company.
Right.
Like I redesigned their logo, I did all their labels, we do their emails, we do their website, we do
Yeah,
their
so
SEO,
let's
we
talk
do
about
their
this,
photography,
dude.
we do their like everything.
Let's talk about this because I think this is so interesting. You've become very successful in town here.
Relatively, let's say
doing-
relatively successful.
relatively successful around here, doing your own thing, like doing social media. Like I think that's
Well, it's a bunch of shit. I'm doing social. I do social media,
explain,
video stuff.
Explain what you do.
Pretty
for
much online marketing.
The listeners and for me because
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating. And I have a friend that does this shit back home,
Nice.
or actually back in South Florida, and that's what he does. Like it seems like he's always just chilling.
Yep.
But he's always got his laptop open. He's always
Yeah.
doing work and shit.
It seems
And-
like I'm always chilling too.
I think
That's
it's
what
a
I
You
tried.
just watch
It was-
movies
it was
all
tough.
day.
But I think
I
think
put
it's a
shit on the background, but I don't really watch it. Like,
it's a
I'll
cool
put-
way to make money, I think, dude, and it's something I don't know anything about. So yeah, tell me
Pretty
what
much,
you do.
we just do anything for a business to help them get found online and do
So what's it called?
succeed.
SEO?
There's a
or
million things.
Search
search engine optimization is a combination of things that you do to somebody's website to make them show up higher in search results so that they get more traffic, and more
Keywords.
sales, keywords, phrases. But there's a million other things that people don't think of.
Like what?
How many links from other reputable websites that go to your website, how fast your site loads, how big the pictures are, so which affects the loading speed.
Okay.
Archaic pieces of code left over from old designs and shit like that. Like, there's a million things
So
when it
how
comes
do
to
you
SEO.
make money doing this? I'm really curious. I mean, genuinely.
It's shit like SEO is so valuable. When you do SEO for somebody and they show up first in results for shit, like, I don't do the SEO for Steamworks, but a gentleman named
okay.
Nathan in town does because he started doing it with them
Wait,
way
Nathan
before.
that lives with Josh?
No, not
Okay.
Nathan. No.
Okay, all right. Just asking.
Not Nathan that lives with Josh, but he did that. One of the reasons Steamworks is that popular is because if you search brewery or restaurant Durango, they're gonna show up
For sure.
real high.
Right.
So when you can show somebody, hey, if we do this for 6 months at $1,000 a month, that's gonna translate into a lot more business for you. And
Okay.
it does it every single time. It pretty much sells itself.
Okay.
That's pretty much how that
Yeah,
works.
but how the fuck do you make money, dude? Like, I don't get it. It's like a magic trick to me. What you do?
Okay, so what happens is someone goes, hey, I want a website. And we're like, cool, your website costs, let's say your website costs like a big one. It costs like 10 grand. They pay us $5 to start it. They pay us $5 when it's done. And then I send them a QuickBooks invoice and they just pay it like through the internet.
Yeah, but what do you do? Like, you just build them a
Makes the
website?
No, so between myself and my partner Tyler does website design, does web design, building it, and does all the search engine optimization shit.
Okay.
I do the social
Social
media
media.
posting.
Okay.
I do any social media posting that my company it does. I do all of the email design and like scheduling and stuff like that. Like email for e-commerce is nuts, dude. Like I know there's a couple companies I work for. I know when I send an email, it's going to generate somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000 per email in sales, just from the right time and like the right messages and the right
Okay.
buttons and shit like that.
So do you post like every picture, video I see from Steamworks or Birds or whatever? Is that you that actually put
It's me that posts it, but a lot of that, some of the content, one of the biggest things I learned in this business is of running social media for people. You can't always, like, my little job would be miserable if I had to show up every single day to take new photos. So a
Okay.
combination of planning shit out early, knowing what to get photos of, using user-generated stuff, because people with the vanity online, they love it when you
Sure.
take their photo and
Yeah.
you reshare it.
100%.
So they provide a lot of content, and I've got a lot of people at the different restaurants that send me stuff so I don't have to go there every other day. So like,
Okay.
let's say El Moro, they'll send me the specials, or they'll send me a picture of a new cocktail or something. But I go in there a lot to do a lot of those. So it's a mix of like, half my job is doing the creative side, and the other half is like curating. Almost.
Okay.
Finding the best stuff. Like, I don't just share anybody that shares a photo at Steamworks. I don't share all their photos. The really good, sexy ones of a fucking Cajun boil that I know are going to make people lose their mind.
Right.
Shit I've learned. I can get as creative as I want, be as hilarious as I want, take a fancy picture at the top of a mountain.
You're never gonna be more creative than a Cajun
No,
boil.
I post somebody's fucking random picture of a Cajun boil and people lose their fucking mind.
Dude, it's the sexiest
It's one of
meal
those
in
things.
the world.
It
dude.
is, dude. And
Yeah.
so learning shit like that, it's also knowing stuff and knowing people's audiences. The hardest
Yeah.
part of this job is just being able to go, okay, you're a lawyer that specializes in this, so this is what
Right.
your demographic is, and knowing how to just target those people in a million different ways.
Man, that's so cool, dude. Like I'm like proud of people, my friends like you, like that like start your own business doing that shit. Like I said, I got a good friend back in West Palm Beach. He does the same thing, and I'm like, it's just always been a mystery to me. Like, how do you have a daughter, and
I
how
fell
are
into
you
this
making
shit.
money?
I also
Like,
fell
it
into
just-
this job essentially because
Really?
I was a manager.
Did you go to school for it?
No. I went to film school for 2 years and dropped out.
Where at?
Humboldt State University.
In Northern California?
In Northern California.
Okay.
Yeah. And all I did was smoke weed for 2 years and then I left.
Weird.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
know.
they do in Humboldt County,
That's
dude.
all
right?
there is up there.
I don't know. I'm just,
The only
So-
place they sell turkey
Yeah, no.
bags at the gas station.
I was a manager
Yeah.
at Steamworks for, I don't know, like 7 years. And then Brian was like, hey, man, you know social media pretty well because they had seen just the shit that I...
BMC.
Yeah, he would see, because back in the early days of Facebook, this is like 2009, so it had been pretty established for like 2 years. He was like, hey man, we gotta, like, they started posting stuff on there, and I started like helping them out, so they gave me access to it to help out with some stuff. And then eventually he was like, okay, we kind of need somebody to run all this stuff for us because we're about
Right.
to open a new
So
restaurant.
did he create a position for you?
Pretty much, yeah. And Steamworks was kind of notorious for that. Well, not notorious. It was actually a dope thing they did for a long time. Depending on what kind of business it was, they had created different manager positions for people with separate talents.
Like Susan.
Like Susan. Well, no, Susan. Yeah. Well, Susan, and also is also because Brian needs help because the company got big enough that there's 3 different things going on. So that's hers was almost like
Hers is
expanding.
distribution, right?
Yeah, hers is like an extension of the marketing department. Like she's just in the marketing.
Sure,
team.
but he
Marketing
created
was
a
always
new
the thing.
position for you for
Well,
social
let's
media.
go back, like, and I'm sorry if this is getting too like
No,
old
it's
school.
cool.
but
It's all right.
Jason Haley used to be the
Yeah.
entertainment manager.
That's right.
He used to
Okay.
have a manager position where his job was to book all of the talent when they had music there
Right.
every night.
I heard about that
like
time.
every
Yeah.
night in the summertime, and then through the winter, still 3-4 nights a week.
Oh wow.
But they'd done stuff like that. They made the retail manager at one point, and then he was like, "Yeah, you're going to be the social media guy." And all I was doing social media, and then it was like social media and answering the reviews. And then,
oh, okay.
and then I
That's a little bit more.
that's a lot.
That's
a bit
like
more.
yeah. That's
Answering
oh.
Yelp reviews is the
That's
worst
like asking for an
thing in
inch
the
and taking a
world.
mile type of thing.
Actually, fuck that. Being on the line on a Saturday night when it's really packed and like Christmas time is worse. than answering Yelp reviews. But answering Yelp reviews is fucking the
at least with
favorite
Yelp
part of my
reviews,
job.
you have a few minutes to think about it before you respond. On the line, it's just you
It's
know
happening.
it's right there.
A lot of
It's
yelling
real
happening.
time. Yeah,
when it's real busy.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some
it
people
gets
get
emotional.
sometimes people get stabbed. I've seen like 3 people get stabbed at Steamworks working in the kitchen. Yeah.
And not like in a nice way. Not
No,
like
no,
a
stab
no,
first.
This
no,
was
no,
like
yeah.
a
Stab first
this
is
was
what
like
you
a
said.
Michael Myers like knife from the back of your head through your eye socket in the front kind of
dude,
stab.
you were there that night?
No, but Katie
'cause
told me
it's
about it.
exactly what happened.
I
Yeah.
will never take my eyes off Mario. He's the only Mexican in the kitchen.
No, he's not. Aaron Lozano.
I know, but he wasn't in the kitchen today. You know,
Mario
so-
is a goddamn
I'm
sweetheart.
just kidding. He's,
There's
Yeah.
no Mario.
He's a
couldn't-
sweetheart
probably
that-
my favorite manager.
He's
to
a
work
sweetheart that
Yeah.
should just quit because I love that guy. I'm
Anyway,
just
it's
kidding.
basically I fell into the job and then I went out on my own to do it and then
Uh-huh.
kind of I had my own little company that was just
Okay,
me
so
doing
he kinda
social
like-
media.
he
and then
kinda like-
the road to this was different. I went and worked for a local agency for a year that was awful
weird.
and learned a lot of things. One that was may
What
or
kind
may
of
not have been
agency?
attached to. It was a digital marketing agency where I was essentially a salesperson
Okay.
for a newspaper property who was just selling really bad website packages and really bad like social media packages that were done by a team that was not me. And I was going, I'm better at doing this stuff. I was still doing this shit for Steamworks and Elmora while I was
Oh.
selling there as a salesperson for other shit.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I can't sell something that I could do much better, and just went out and did it on
Good
my
for
own
you,
after
man.
that. It was a long, weird
fucking-
road.
I'm
I
so
went back
glad
to the
you
restaurant
did.
biz for like 4 months when I left that place. I worked at Seasons for 4 months as a bartender there, and I did not fit in. That's how I met Brandis. I was doing the podcast with Brandis, and he was like, I could use a bartender. Come work at Seasons. that is not a place for me to be telling dead baby jokes when people are trying to enjoy their wine and talk about Trump.
I know, dude. I don't fit in there either. I go once a year.
Yeah, to Seasons, dude.
Oh, dude, no, I told a joke the other day because me and Kat, my wife, just had our 9th wedding anniversary on the 29th.
Congratulations, by the way. That's no easy feat, man.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And we went to Eola's, and she goes, and we were just sitting there. We were just finishing up eating. And I was like already feeling like, and I told her, I was like, I don't feel like I fit in here, dude. And then like a few minutes go by, and then she's just like finishing up eating, and she's just like, oh, I feel like a fatty McFat. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I feel like a skinny McSkinhead. and obviously,
McSkinhead.
Yeah, like obviously just joking. My wife's Jewish. I'm not serious. But I had to like look around at all the tables behind me to make sure. And then I looked right back at Kat. I was like, I do not belong in here, right? You know?
Oh, shut up! You
Like-
can belong in Eola's. None of those places.
I mean,
none of these places are
but-
honestly that stuffy that like you don't feel like you belong there.
Yeah, but you can't make. I mean, well,
But-
they probably love skinhead jokes around here because it's Durango. So
Whoa.
that should be on the Instagram
Not true.
because that way people
All
learn
those
about
people,
Durango.
all those people gathering in front of Top That came from Cortez and Farmington.
Yeah, dude. Don't
None
blame
of those people
Durango.
lived in Durango.
I know. I also,
Durango's liberal as fuck.
I just did a show in Cortez recently, dude, and like it was
there.
like on a house off of the main road. What?
House had Confederate flag wallpaper and shit.
No, it had a Trump 2020 flag. So
Okay. Well,
my
that's
o-
like a Nazi
my
flag. It's like the
opening-
same thing.
The first time we went, there was a Trump flag and an NRA flag.
My
I was
opening
like,
joke-
These are my people.
my opening joke in Cortez that night was like, yeah, my friend's been trying to get me to come do this Cortez show for months, but you know, I just didn't realize how easy it was. You just got to like go to Cortez, and then it's the 4th Trump flag on the right.
I know. That is a fantastic joke that I've heard 4 times.
You have?
Yeah, on the podcast. You've said that before.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, he's made this.
Yeah, Sean listens to the
I listen
podcast,
to the
unlike
podcast.
most of our guests.
Well, I have a bad memory, like unlike everybody else.
Unless it's dates or
See? Not autistic.
Yeah,
He remembered
exactly.
a lot
Thanks,
more
Sean.
specific.
You're giving him too
specifically
much
autistic.
credit. He wishes.
Yeah,
was autistic.
exactly. If
That's why I took the test.
I wish I
exactly.
couldn't talk to people and I piss myself a lot and I could count cards.
Dude,
Vegas.
I wish
Come
I
on,
could.
government funding.
I wish I could just say, "Hey, dude, I'm retarded. Don't worry about it." But I can't. I can't do it.
I think you could say that as much as you want.
Say it one more time.
Hey, I'm Dave, and I'm an alcoholic.
What?
No shit,
You guys are
Dave.
really good with that fucking buzzer.
No,
We
he-
haven't used it in weeks.
Really?
I just did twice during this
Well,
See, I
episode.
cheat.
See,
I'll
we're
put, if
so-
I wanted to put, I put shit like that. Like last week when I put in the stupid fucking like horse sounds and gunshots when we were talking about that Utah whiskey. Did you hear that? episode?
I heard it all, man.
Oh, you did it, yeah. So there's a part where Aaron just kept going like, "It's from Utah." It's like American whiskey, yeehaw! And so every time he did that, I just put the sounds of guns
Yeah.
and horses in the background. I
love
cheat.
that.
You have to be on it. That's what I admire. You
Yeah,
guys
but-
hit that hype button and it crushes because it's perfectly timed. I don't have to time my shit.
Not
I can
always.
just put it in later.
For one, not always does it crush.
No, it actually rarely
Well, no, there
does.
was one episode
Believe
where
it
you
or
guys are
not,
just fucking crushing that.
believe
thing.
it or
four.
not, you're the first person that's ever said anything positive about it at all. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Am I the first guest to hit it too?
No,
No.
guess usually
Without being
we have to
prompted,
take
without
it-
being asked,
we
because
have
you
to
didn't say
take-
shit about it.
We have to take it away from some guests.
Really?
Yes.
It
Well,
depends
yeah.
on how fucked
Yeah,
up they
dude.
are.
Yeah, totally.
Or
Or
Dave.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, drunk Dave.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah, or
he
you
loves
just
the
get
button.
Dave and he's just like slamming his. Oh, really?
Yeah,
didn't
that's
work
what
well.
you
Oh my
get.
God! It didn't work for. It's
That's
like,
the Instagram
Yeah, that's
clip.
because you
It's
were
like-
trying to mock
it's like-
me.
It's like God
It's 'ca-
said, "Fuck
yeah,
you."
Yeah,
the hype
God
button
said.
actually likes Dave. It's
Yeah,
weird.
God loves me, and well, no, He doesn't. He give me allergies and shit. So, yeah.
Allergies and shit. That was hilarious. That's why I hit the hype button. He said allergies and shit.
Yeah, dog. That was totally worth
Sneezing and
it.
whatnot.
Totally worth the hype
Itchy
button.
eyes and shit. It's hilarious.
Dude. I'm
That was blackface in mouth.
It was black mouth. We call that being a giraffe. Because giraffes have black tongues.
You mean because
a fact I only know
they're from Africa,
No,
you
the
mean?
only reason I know that is because of an episode of Salute Your Shorts from fucking
what?
Nickelodeon.
You are 87 years old, dude.
What?
I remember that show. Too.
Yeah, see? You
I'm
old
84.
fuck.
I'm 84. It's all right. It's all right.
You look amazing for 84.
You both look pretty
Thanks.
all right.
I
Dave
take
looks
vitamins.
like shit, kind of.
I'm 38 and I do, or 37 and some change, and I don't look a day over 42, which
That's-
is wonderful.
Being generous, but yeah.
No, if there's a picture of you with Aaron and fucking Bobby, you're like,
Aaron looks
who is
oldest.
that beautiful young man?
Yeah, exactly.
Aaron looks like your grandpa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Like a
Bobby,
decrepit little man.
Bobby's your creepy uncle.
Yeah, he touched
and then
me a
you
lot.
are
Uncle Bobby's naked puzzle basement.
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt, dude,
Yeah.
big ups. You
I don't
won't
get
wear
it.
a shirt and you'll cry. Or you don't remember his bit? He goes, or he was talking about
Uncle
Uncle. He'll take you
Touchy's.
down to Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement.
Ooh, Patton Oswalt
Yeah.
in a special or something?
Yeah, he said it in a special.
Oh man, I'm an idiot.
You're a terrible comedic historian.
That is not true.
How many times do you
I
quote
agree. He's
amazing
not
bits? How
autistic.
many times do you quote amazing bits and he has no idea what you're talking about?
Usually he knows.
You sure? All right,
Dude,
let's
and-
test him. Let's test him. Let's throw
Test
bits
me.
out from
Please,
like real
please.
classic.
Test me right now.
I would like to talk to you about some of the things
Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it.
in
I
your
got
show.
it. I got it. I got this one. It's Cat Williams.
George Carlin?
Oh, is it not? Is it not Bill Cosby? It's Cat Williams.
That's Eddie Murphy doing Bill Cosby in Eddie Murphy Raw.
That's what I said. Cat
You
Williams.
said Cat Williams.
Yeah, it's Cat Williams. All right, next.
You didn't get Eddie Murphy Raw.
I'm winning my.
lose.
I'm winning my
Good day,
ludicrous.
sir.
I'm winning my ludicrous concert tickets right now.
All right, let's see. What's another comic that I could easily copy and do a decent job?
Yeah, but no fucking trick questions. Give me a straight up shit.
Fuck, I can't just come
Elmo.
up with a bit. Give him
Someone
some.
asked me if I wanted a frozen banana. I said
Mitch
no.
Hedberg.
Yeah, Mitch Hedberg.
Obviously.
You have to. Or wait, no, that's the other thing. You
Come
have to
on.
wait.
You started this.
I know. I'm trying to think of a bit. It's not. It's hard
Dun,
to just
dun,
come
dun,
up with
dun,
a
dun.
bit off the top
Vanilla
of my head.
Ice. I love his set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I
thinking
did my best.
Under pressure.
I did my best. I did my best. I did my best.
Andy Kaufman.
Nope.
Sounds like it.
You're gonna hate this reference too. It's a terrible person that I pulled.
Yeah, it
from.
was a really dumb thing to
But
say.
it was a huge comedy special that was seen by millions and millions of people.
Mm,
It was Dane Cook.
I don't hate Dane
No,
Cook.
he's all right.
I don't mind Dane Cook either.
He's actually all right, dude. Like, and I didn't.
I
think
just can't
so.
believe you didn't get the Eddie Murphy Raw reference. Like you knew what
Yeah.
I was. You knew.
After you said it, I was
Don't
like,
give him no
obviously.
credit, dude.
When he, yeah.
Dude, by the way, I
Don't give him credit, motherfucker.
I had a
Nah, he
problem.
just does all the work. Yeah.
Hey,
Drunk Dave shows up, talks a little shit.
Dude,
and
thank you.
It just
Yeah.
magically shows up.
This is why
On the
This is
internet.
why we. This is why we're
This is
connected.
why,
it's because
yeah.
both of us
We're
do all
gonna
the
make love. It's
unappreciated
gonna be
work. No,
sweet, sweet
Jesus.
yeah,
love.
exactly.
See?
You guys.
I look him right in the eyes once, and he gets all fucking feisty. Ladies and gentlemen at home, this is a rapist.
And ladies and gentlemen, at
I
home,
just gave him eye contact, and he's like, "This is why we'll fuck."
ladies and gentlemen, at
This
home,
is why
I
we're gonna
said make
fuck.
love.
these are the
First of
bitches
all,
that are
I don't know
gonna
what
put
that
us on the internet.
I don't know what that is. I make hate to people.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I
believe
respect.
that.
I
I'm not
respect
your
you
wife.
guys so much. Fuck you guys.
Whoa.
I respect you so much.
Dave's gone over the edge.
I have.
A little bit.
Oh,
That's great.
really?
No, but stay over the edge. It's entertaining.
I'm chilling,
Don't worry, Drunk Dave. He's pretty consistently a shit show. It's beautiful.
dude. I'm not even gonna be a shit show. I'm good.
You're not going to be,
Nope.
but how can you not be going to be when you are?
Dude, we
That
should
was-
do this so much more often.
That was definitely
It's like,
black
dude, I
mouth.
need someone to come in here and just give Dave shit.
Dave's leaving.
Sean, I want you
Fuck
back
you, boys. Get
on.
over here, Sean.
I want you back on before we leave, please, dude. Like this
That
is
sounds rapey too.
this
I
is-
am not comfortable in this environment. He wants me to. Stop looking at me right in the eyes. It always leads to you wanting to fuck me against my
Listen,
will.
It was that one time. Nobody said anything about against your will.
But for real,
I
you're the
know-
only motherfucker that understands how much these motherfuckers don't know what we do.
I know.
They don't have no respect.
no. We have no respect because we're not
Roger
stupid
Dange-
enough to learn
Rodney
how to do that.
Dangerfield.
It's pretty close.
And
I
also-
said Roger Dangerfield.
Also,
I tell you, I got no respect.
Is that joint back? Let's fucking smoke it. Yeah.
Is it?
We've
Yeah, I
been,
lit it back.
we've been
Lit
smoking. You're the pussy that passed. Okay.
One time.
The
I'm
pussy
back.
that passed.
You know what?
Hey,
You're
I'm
the
back,
pussy,
motherfucker.
the
How about
pussy
this?
that passed sounds like an awesome Dr. Seuss
You
book
won't
that never
smoke weed
became
with
a
me
thing.
before your sets. You want to talk about being a pussy? I'm out there living
I'm-
on the edge.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that I like to do well in my sets, and I like to be more on point than you are when you keep bombing.
Damn. Are you
I don't
bombing?
Think, I don't think I've been
Brian's
bombing.
been bombing.
What?
No, he hasn't.
Not
I'm
like
just
Max.
kidding.
Come on.
Max
I'm just
Turner
kidding.
has been bombing.
No, fuck
first of
you.
all.
No, all right. If Max has been bombing, then you've been bombing.
I don't know who.
You guys have been doing the same
He
lately.
falls apart in the middle of sets, Dave.
Nah,
He
dog.
starts crying. He calls his mom on his phone. He calls his mother
Almost.
in the middle of the set, and then he cries longer. And someone tries to get him off, and he's like stiff arming this lady that works at the bar, and he just
Any
stands
lady
up
that
there.
works at that bar can fuck up Max. That's for sure.
I don't know who Max is, but
he's
I already
he's
don't
a
like
cute
him.
little fella.
He's awesome.
He's a right cute bloke.
Dude, he actually
Yeah, he
is.
came on with Drew Mitchell, so you might not want to
He
watch
actually is a comedian. No. You should listen to that.
No,
pod-
I was fucking around about Drew Mitchell.
it. Fuck Drew Mitchell. Don't-
Yeah, fuck Drew Mitchell. So Drew Mitchell came on was as a comic, I guess, but
No.
I guess he was
No,
working
he
out.
doesn't really do comedy. He more does spoken word, but
Yeah, he's a poet.
Yeah, he's a poet. Yeah, so he
from
decided,
Pagosa. He's called the Pagosa poet.
he decided
Yeah.
to do some poetry on
Where's my fire stick?
a Yelp review of one of my clients who will remain nameless.
Nuh-uh.
He just went off. And I went to Brian. I was like, "Hey, isn't this that motherfucker that I heard on the podcast?" And he goes, "Yeah, he sucks."
Well, Brian's actually a big friend of him.
No, I know. It's a joke. The whole "he sucks" thing is a joke.
Oh well,
But he was like that, and I was like, "Tell him." I was like, "Don't go crazy or anything. Just tell him I'm gonna fucking cut his like oldest female family member's face off and wear it
No,
as a
I think
mask
I
at a
let him-
funeral."
I-
Like nothing crazy, and he was like, "Okay, dude."
Okay, let me ask you
But I
something.
didn't really say
seriously.
anything like
I
that.
think
I just
I-
was like, "Tell him." I said, "Fuck."
Let me ask you
I
something
think I let him
seriously.
read the message because it was fun.
Can I ask you something seriously to clarify here and now?
Yes.
I
I didn't really say I was gonna
I-
cut anybody's face off.
It
That
doesn't
was
matter. It doesn't. That was my
His
question
face
was,
is still there.
did you actually have anger towards him?
Yes. Oh yes.
You
When
don't
I'm
like
reading
him.
Angry,
You
when
don't
I-
like him?
No. I don't care. Like it's he wrote this Yelp review that was just super vitriolic and over the top. Like he was just trying to be
It was a bit,
hilarious.
yeah.
It was like a bit he was doing, but it pissed
Okay.
me off because I was like, "Oh, that's cute." Like
You felt like he crossed
it wasn't.
the line?
No, he didn't really cross the line. It just was annoying to me because that was my job. So I was like, "Hey, fuck this dude," and then you just sent him a message, and I was like, "Oh, all right, cool."
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I
hilarious,
don't
dude.
actually have anything against Drew Mitchell.
How funny
He's
is
actually
it?
hilarious on the podcast.
How funny is it that both people involved in that exchange have been on the podcast within the past month? Like Drew was just on, and now Sean's on.
No, and I listened to that episode. It's great. I
they
don't
don't
really
even-
like because he took that shit down,
That's
didn't he?
funny. What?
I don't know.
I think he took that shit down after he realized that through the network of friends that he pissed somebody
Well,
off.
also, I was like, my friend Coel's the manager. Like,
Yeah.
she's about to have a kid.
There was that too.
like,
you totally guilt tripped.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
bro.
You're like, and it's early on, so you could have that could be the death knell
yeah, I
in
was
the
like,
business.
dude, these are my friends.
I think I'm okay, dude. Thank you, man.
You little bitch.
It's only like a 17% THC joint, dude. That's nothing.
So
Oh, cool.
You took 100 milligrams.
Or
Last
14.
time I did that,
it was a bad idea.
I mean,
too.
I've eaten 100 milligram suckers when I was sick. When I was like, I just want to make this day.
so you're not
interesting.
moving though.
Like
Yeah.
to sleep,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make you fall asleep,
and just
Yeah.
to be fucked up. Like, fuck it.
For you, were you
If I'm
feeling
sick and
bad?
miserable.
Were you feeling bad or like, why? Why?
Oh, well,
why?
What do you mean? I was
Like-
sick and miserable, so I ate 100 milligrams.
Sick like flu? I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
Okay,
Yeah, something like that.
okay.
And no, I had COVID, but
Hey,
have
dude,
to
you're
go.
fucking funny. You should start stand up, dude.
first of
Fucking
all,
idiot.
go fuck yourself. Second of all,
You fucking.
best.
you
hey,
know
dude.
what? You're fired from this podcast in like
Hey,
3
hey, dude.
weeks. All right,
Hey, guess what?
motherfucker.
I quit.
Can't quit. Then leave already.
Yeah, me
can't
and
just
Sean are
quit.
trying to have a dignified conversation.
Look at him. He's not going. He won't do it.
No, he wants more whiskey.
It's right there.
You got that right.
Fucking
I'm good,
degenerate
dude.
piece of
I am
shit.
good. This is fun.
This is fun.
You want to
I
know
missed
why?
you.
Because I don't got to edit this for 4 hours.
Dude, I missed you so much. And I don't think we need to edit this at all. It's been very up-paced.
It is.
Fucking
I'm
upbeat.
pretty sure it's
It's been a
fast-paced.
great episode, and I told my brother I've been keeping in contact with him,
the brother that's outside right now.
Yes, that just came to visit from Atlanta,
He's in the green room.
He is.
and
He's in there getting jerked off by the little Thai boys you have that work in there for 5 cents an hour.
yeah,
Well, somebody's got to edit this motherfucker.
that's right.
And those boys need
We
work.
get $100 a year in sponsorship. All right, Sean?
But so Sean, what I told my brother was like, dude, I am so sorry. I gotta do this podcast at 5 p.m. on like the night you get here. But it's like he's a good friend of ours, and it's somebody we've been trying to get on for months.
Oh, stop. Don't act like...
I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah, but we
you
made
know,
this...
you know how
he
hard...
forgot, because earlier he was like, yeah, just double... You sent a message like,
No.
what time are we doing this? And I said
No.
5 o'clock, and you're
Hold
like,
on.
No, we
cool.
saw
Time
each
out.
other.
Hold on, wait.
We saw each other at work
I figured
this
he
morning.
forgot.
No,
Time out.
and I was like...
I didn't forget shit.
One of us was like, "You ready for Sean Moe?" And the other one was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like that was how we talked.
See,
this
the
morning.
rapey vibe continues.
Yeah, because we
You're a
want to...
giant.
ready for
what are
Sean
you
Moe?
worried about?
Well,
Do I have
exactly.
a gun
That's
right
why you're
here?
ganging up
Yeah.
on me, 2 of you.
I know my
It takes
nipples
two-
aren't big enough, but my dick is.
He's not He's not enough backup for me to feel comfortable taking you
Neither
on.
of you guys
I'll
have
say
big
that.
enough titties to peg me with, so...
I got a dick though, baby.
Oh, if we tied up Dave's titties, we could get it in there.
You think so?
Look at him.
I could fuck myself with my own titties.
So Brian, did I not?
Did he? Or not?
No,
I
he
forgot.
remembered, and then
and-
he was like, "So when are we gonna do this?" Because he was getting cut, but I still had to work. Because I'm trying to get off early tomorrow to drive to Denver.
Yeah.
So I had to stay today.
What a
but I was
fag.
like, just do a group message and ask him what time. You know, that way I'll know when it comes in. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that you actually answered
Of course.
succinctly because like nobody does that.
What do you
well,
mean?
Sean Moe's always on his computer during
Sean,
the day.
what
I'm
I mean,
on my computer
Sean,
and my phone all the time.
you asked me what I mean. I'll tell you what I mean. I will say, what time do you want to do a podcast? To most guests, and they're like, well, whenever's good with you. And you said, you said 5 p.m.
Well, because that's
And
what
I
we
was
agreed
like-
on. I thought
Yes,
I
you
believe
said
you.
5 o'clock.
No,
you were
Sean-
like, let's do it at 5 on Sunday, and I was like, word.
Sean, you're right about that. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't
Now he's
matter.
getting a little like Aaron, huh?
Oh my
No,
god!
it's one of those things.
No,
where
it
he's-
really.
It's
it
like
re-
he's arguing with me, but we agree on this shit.
No, dude, Sean,
I agree with you. dude.
it bothers the fuck out of me, dude. Like
When people are all wishy-washy.
Yeah.
yes,
dude, like
dude,
that.
like, dude, own your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but people are also coming on our podcast,
Yeah.
so they're trying to show respect, and I totally get that. But
For what?
when
Well,
I
a lot of
ask them
people-
when, that's me saying, I don't know if you have to work, like,
Yeah.
what works for you? And yeah, you said 5, and I got off at like
I was like, I
3:30.
don't know if 5 would work. Oh, yeah, that's right. You said Sunday. I said 5. So it went back and forth.
yeah.
Do you see how it's a collaboration?
No, but I really appreciated that
Because we're the two
dude.
motherfuckers that keep these
Anyway.
podcasts going.
I appreciated it.
Especially if
That's all I'm
fucking
gonna
Dave
say.
leaves.
I'm done.
I'm gonna have
So
to
mean,
rotate
Dave.
co-hosts.
Dave, I'm just fucking around, but you shouldn't let him be so mean to you. You gotta stand up for yourself.
I didn't even
the fuck's
hear
he
him.
gonna do
You
about
What'd
need
he
to
say?
forget
What'd he
that
say?
he has all this training in
Wait.
jujitsu
The
fuck's
and
he
just
gonna do
attack
about
him. I want him to attack you for
Wait.
my benefit. I want to
Murder him with this heater right here.
Hey,
Dude,
what did
I
he
love
say?
those heaters, and I used
I
one
didn't
as a
hear
weapon.
it because I don't listen to flies.
No, I'm just
what
saying.
did he say?
Right now, just right now.
What'd he say?
I don't remember. It was
Exactly.
Like,
I don't either because he's nothing to me.
what?
Because he's nothing to me. He's air. I don't care. Like, I fucking breathe it in, breathe it out. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out.
This is how Dave almost got beat up by Phil in Phoenix.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very
See,
true.
Because Phil is a more quiet gentleman, but it does not
There's-
mean that he is not calculating.
There's
and
a switch.
Phil is smart.
There's a switch.
Phil's brilliant.
And when it goes,
I wouldn't go that far.
It's on or off. I wouldn't either. Yeah. Just kidding. I love you, Phil. He's probably gonna listen to this one. But yeah. So drunk Dave just talked shit for 3 days, like
Straight.
just straight. We were drunk the entire time.
Okay.
And
We
Well,
saw
as you
Joey
should be.
Diaz.
yeah.
Yes.
We saw Joey Diaz.
Nice.
We saw is that it?
We went to Top Golf. We
Nice.
yeah, there was other
So
comics.
it was just Joey Diaz, though.
No, he had 2 comics with him.
Who the fuck else did we see? I don't remember.
So funny. I forget. I follow her.
Yeah.
I forget though. I might think of it soon.
yeah, Black Lives
But
Matter.
he's just talking shit for 3
well,
days.
kinda, dude. Like,
So
Like at
Phil-
Phil or just around Phil?
No, just to everybody. And
Hey,
Phil's
what's up,
just-
dude? Fuck you.
So
No.
the first night we watched Joey
I wasn't
Diaz.
like really being an asshole, but then like you know what it was? Is I wasn't being an asshole as much as I was being just annoying. You know, I was just very much being like annoying. Like
I'd say it's
I-
50-50.
I
those
was
things.
saying things that just didn't need to be said, dude.
Oh,
like I wasn't like I'm not proud of it, dude. It's not good.
Yeah.
Like I was a fucking dick, dude.
What
And
happened?
It was a dickhead move.
So
but-
what had happened was
What
the
happened?
first night we get there.
I pushed my friends to the edge by just being ridiculous, and I don't mean I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, so we get there and we get to my mom's house and immediately slam like 3 beers and smoke like 5 bowls. Like we have a car on the way and we're just slamming beers, smoking as much weed as we can because we've been in a car for hours and we're going to see Joey Diaz.
Of
and
course.
we're trying
Yeah,
to
you're
save.
psyched up and
we're
shit.
trying to save
Yeah,
money.
we're
you know?
pumped.
So by the time we get in the first Uber, everybody's a little lit. You know what I mean? And then we get there, we spend what, almost $300 on food
Well,
and
no,
drink.
I mean I tried to buy the whole tab, but Drew insisted on splitting it with me, and we spent $300.
Yeah.
between me and Drew.
So we walk out of that, go to smoke like behind a business because
And
it's
then-
Phoenix and it's illegal.
Are you gonna talk about Phil?
And then Phil throws up.
Oh.
Like so you know like awnings at like
Phil, but
complexes.
Phil's got Phil's stomach's like that,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? Isn't it sensitive?
but we
I think him
also
and Katie have the same-
consumed a ridiculous amount of alcohol in a very short period of time.
dude, yeah.
And we
And
were
we
just smoking
ate-
like it was gonna go bad the next day. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
had this much weed to smoke in Phoenix and we're gonna
If
do
we
it.
don't smoke it,
Yeah.
it'll explode.
But so Phil throws up. Then we go to the shitty strip club. It's terrible. We walk away. We meet some crackheads. We're in the ghetto.
Oh, see, that's when it gets good.
Well,
That's when the night gets good stories
Yeah.
going.
No, it wasn't great. It was ghetto adjacent. But
I think I know where Brian's going, and
no,
Yeah.
but the whole point
I
is Phil
deserve
got
it.
sick the next day. After that night, he woke up sick the next day. Then we
But
went
like
to top.
actually ill, not just
yeah,
like
yeah.
hungover.
No, like ill
yeah, he was hungover.
and ill. Like
That's fucked up.
it was next level hungover if that's what it was. But then we went to Top Golf and all this. And Dave, we were drunk since we woke up. And
Well,
Dave
then your
talked
mom.
shit all day.
All right, time out. Before that, all right,
My mom made
fucked
mimosas.
Up.
That's what you're gonna say?
No, can I correct your story? And
Go on.
just to make me seem like more of a dick, that's fine. That's what's gonna happen. But it's true. Dude, I talk shit all night, and then that night before we went to fucking the Top Golf place, we were watching that movie by Quentin Tarantino, that newer one. Fucking.
That was
The
the night
Hollywood one?
before. Yeah.
Once
yeah, it
Upon
was
a
the
Time
night.
in
It
Hollywood?
was the night before we went. Yeah.
Oh, well,
And-
in
and
that
so-
case,
and-
Phil was throwing up
Hold on.
at the time.
Let me just.
So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah. So we were watching that, and I had seen it, and I was fucked up, and I was talking a lot. I was talking a bunch of shit, and then like I kept on talking about like this great last scene, you know, like where the where the
My mom
dog
hadn't seen the movie.
busted, and like it's Brad Pitt in the house, you know, right, Sean?
Yes,
you-
I know these people that do this during movies. It's like
No, but
them,
I
and then it's like
No,
amoebas
Dave is
right
the
underneath
worst kind of person.
I'm not. I'm usually
No, but
not.
that's like
No,
when
drunk
people
Dave
when
is the
people
worst.
when anybody is listing like what do you think are the qualities of the worst type of human monster
Drunk
imaginable?
Dave.
They're like one of those
Yeah.
people that like keeps talking about the movie while you're watching the movie and ruins it mostly. Like those people and the people that like park in handicapped parking spaces and then
Sean,
so you
you know,
have problems
child
with black
rapists, like
people.
those three.
Sean, you have no idea how accurate you are. Like, I was doing that, and I was talking about the movie as it was. everything
ruining the movie.
Everything you just,
Just
yeah.
straight up ruining the movie.
Oh my god!
A commentary track that nobody paid you
I'm
to do.
terribly
Nobody asked for.
embarrassed. I'm terribly embarrassed.
You know
by
what? You
it.
should sell that shit though. Just Dave Oakley commentary tracks for all sorts of movies. This riff tracks. Those guys that used to do Mystery Science Theater 3000. When that shit ended back in the day, they started just doing ones for all sorts of movies. Like they had one
Yeah.
for The Dark Knight, and you just line up the MP3 of it. I want to hear Dave.
Wasn't that
ramble
called the whiskey reel at
nonsense.
one point?
Pretty much the
Thank
original
you.
version of it. Was,
I'll take that as
I
get
got
my
your back, dog.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
even know what you're talking about though. He
Yeah.
doesn't even get the
I
joke.
That's what the old whiskey reel was.
What?
They'd watch a movie
Yeah,
or
dude.
listen to
It was
an
like a
album
commentary
and just
track.
commentary on
Yeah,
it.
that's
Oh,
pretty
that's
much all
gay.
it was.
That sounds gay.
See,
I
Faggots,
listened.
attention, faggots.
dude, I listen
So
so much
much
anti-gay
I
rhetoric
listened
from Dave. It's
to
like he's
so
getting
much
ready.
new music because of the whiskey reel.
See,
So
Dave's-
you guys are doing me a service. I don't have time to go out and look at music like Aaron does. He's just like, I got a little free time. I'm gonna scour
Dude, he's
YouTube
got
for the most
gray
unknown
hair,
rapper
dude.
of the world.
Pretty much,
Like-
dude. I don't have the time to do it either. That's why I usually do stuff I stumble upon or do something like when I pissed you off when I was like, well, I'm going to see what the most popular song on the top of the charts was this day and fucking, and it was that horrible Madonna
Dude,
music
I was
song.
watering plants
Yeah.
and was like, fuck Sean Mo.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in you.
because of
I
the,
almost
yeah,
turned
because
it
you're a
off.
little
because of the
pussy.
emergency broadcast system thing too.
That
where we did
too.
that.
That
It was supposed to be jarring. It was supposed to be like, holy shit, is this really an emergency?
well, as somebody
broadcast?
that owns some Bose Power Beats, it was jarring. Yeah,
So we
It was
started
jarring
this-
as fuck.
We
Sean.
started like we didn't have a sponsor that time. We just
Like,
had like a breaking news like emergency broadcast system just broke into the middle of the episode. So he can't put his hands down, and maybe I played the sound effect a little bit longer than I should have.
and it was loud.
Like the legit emergency broadcast system thing. And it
Attention,
fucked him up.
faggots.
See,
Like
I
that.
feel like he's getting ready.
Is that
You're
what it is?
it's like
you know
you're
how many
warming up to
times
go
I'm
back
gonna
to
be
Georgia.
able to edit this together? The Instagram clip is gonna be Dave saying
funny
that 8
thing-
times.
the
He's
funny-
warming this himself
Yeah.
up because when he goes back to Georgia, he needs Edward Norton and the rest of
Right.
the skinheads to welcome back into the fold.
Oh no, it's just like when I go back to Georgia, I want to get elected to the Senate. So if I say that shit, they'll agree. They're racist.
pretty
They,
true.
they hate homos.
Racist and hating homos is two different things, but they're
Well,
both.
Equally terrible though.
They're
Actually,
both.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna get.
I hate white people.
Yeah,
Except
they
you guys.
suck.
You guys are all right.
Right?
Yeah, but anyway, all I
Except
was
for
gonna
Dave.
say is
This sucks.
all I was gonna say is I love
Just
you
love
guys.
fucking with you.
I'm gonna miss you, and I think you guys
Just sing it,
are-
dude. Sing the Aerosmith song.
Are
from
you
fucking
closing
Armageddon.
the episode? Is that
No,
what you're
I'm
doing?
not closing
Sing
shit.
Aerosmith.
You sound like a UFC fighter
Sing.
that's about to retire.
I'm just
Sing,
sad.
I don't
I'm
wanna
gonna
close my
miss
eyes.
you
Is
guys.
this your last
Guys.
episode?
No, it's not my last
He
episode.
almost he fell asleep for a split second. It just happened. I watched it. Did you see it?
Oh yeah.
The audience at home saw it.
I
You were
know,
asleep.
because like I
for a split
almost
second.
missed you for a second, and then I woke up and I was like, no, I don't miss that fuck.
Well, you're in his presence.
Man.
It's hard to miss somebody.
That's
in their
probably
presence.
why. That's probably why it is.
Will you calm down?
Calm the fuck down, Dave. We're going to tase the shit out of you.
Slap you in your face. Yeah.
You guys want to eat tacos?
Well, yeah, dude.
You
We
have-
don't
Everybody
have
always
any.
wants
We
to-
have no tacos here, ladies and gentlemen. Boom.
Yeah, it's just gonna be you talking shit about gay people and then
Promising tacos and
Yeah.
disappointing us with no tacos.
It's not my fault. My cousin's gay as fuck.
You're clearly
He's
homophobic.
gay as fuck.
Yeah, we all have gay cousins,
And it's definitely
sisters.
not our fault. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh well, I don't really give a shit. Oh
Seems
no.
like you do.
No, I don't care if they're gay.
Dude, this is. I'm
I'm just gonna tell
all right,
them they are.
Should we
if
just
they are.
completely become the full Megazord right now and just like
Cut
gang
Aaron
the
and Bobby
fuck-
out of this.
cut the
Oh,
just start ganging up on Dave?
I was thinking.
Go for it.
More
I
than
dare
usual.
you. I will take both of you fucking Southwesterners on like a motherfucker.
I'm a North Midwest. I'm a Bay
Wait,
Area
where are you
kid.
from?
I'm from San Jose, California, the Silicon Valley.
Gayer. Where are you from? Oh, gay. Okay, let's go. I'll
Where are you
take
from? The gayest place in the country? Come at me,
Georgia
son.
and Washington, D.C. Come at me, kid.
What about San
Is
Francisco?
Atlanta not the gay fucking capital?
Yeah,
about
there's a
San
lot of
Francisco?
gays there, but guess what? I made it out without getting gay. So I did it.
This is a real hate speech episode for you, dog. You're usually much better.
He reminds me of like in Ted, where he's like, and Jews will totally be able to eat there, and it's like, yeah, why would you even? Yeah, but why would we even? I don't even think we need to say that. He's like, yeah, but they should be able to totally eat there with no problems, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's he's like the gays. They should be able to live and breathe like us, like people.
I'm surprised you still act this way with a black wife.
That's so funny.
Yeah, your black Russian Jew wife hates you, doesn't she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She thinks about killing him
She
at
doesn't
least
like
once
me.
a night.
Fuck, that's how you keep it real, though. Like, if she's
Nah,
at least she's honest
No,
about it.
while
I
he's
feel like
asleep.
Katie wants to kill me, but she never tells me.
Mm.
I see that look
that's
in her
'cause
eye.
she's a white girl. So white girls will just fucking
Yeah, and
stab you in the back.
Russians have never done anything crazy.
No, Katie watches too much. Katie will straight up Gone Girl me if I try to do some shit. Like if she
know.
finds out I'm cheating, she's like pouring her own blood all over our carpet, and she is running away and changing her
Hey,
name
dude.
and fucking make it look like I killed her.
Hey,
Oh,
dude,
I was
let's test
thinking
it out.
Blood Eagle.
Let's test it out. Let's test it out.
Fuck no.
Start cheating, dude.
First of all, I know she studied
Oh.
up on that shit. She's the only person I know that has a notebook open during like forensic files. Just taking fucking.
wow, that's terrifying.
No, that's
Red
real.
flag, dude.
terrifying.
Dude, I
That
dated
is
this girl every
scary
single
as
time.
fuck.
She does watch all those shows, but she's never taken notes.
Dude, I dated this girl every single time I went to her apartment. She was watching like another serial killer documentary.
Like 4 feet.
I never walked
4
in
feet,
on her.
like 4 inches from the screen, like Carol Ann and Poltergeist. And
Yeah,
shit.
it was a small apartment. Yeah, but I never walked in on her watching anything else. Like every night I had sex with her, I was like, she's gonna fucking murder me.
And she's
tonight.
like, "You want me to teach you about luminol? You know what this shit does? You can bleed on something, and then 100,000 years later, they could spray the shit on it and show the pattern of it." Oh, that's great to know, babe.
Yep.
Yeah, she was.
Thank
a
you,
psycho.
Netflix.
Yeah, no, we've watched all sorts of like that's our. This shows you how fucked up me and Katie are. We watch like the worst imaginable shit as that like lulls us to sleep. She's like, "Put on Silence of the
You guys are
Lambs.
crazy.
Let's put on fucking like forensic." We used to go to sleep watching Unsolved Mysteries or Forensic
I think
Files.
you corrupted her mind.
No,
'Cause she
she's the
seems
one
like
that
a
likes
sweet
those.
woman, and then you fucking come in and like,
No, Katie.
Have you met Katie?
to me she's sweet.
Well, yeah,
Cause I'm a piece of shit. So to me she's sweet.
Agreed. Go on.
You don't know. See,
Get it?
nobody remembers Katie. Nobody remembers
I
crazy part.
didn't
You
know
remember
her. I didn't know her
slightly.
before.
Oh, dude.
I didn't know her before.
I
If
met
you hung out with us 5 years ago,
Nah,
I
I
met you
didn't.
guys
I
in
didn't.
Las Vegas.
Hey,
when
so
it was our wedding and your friend's wedding. Your friends had a wedding, so you and do we say her name on the podcast?
yes, say it.
Because it was when you were still with Sarah.
Oh yeah, Sarah was there.
Yeah, you and Sarah and Phil and Coel, you guys all came out to Vegas together because you guys all had a friend that was getting married, and then we had a friend that was
No,
getting married.
Phil had
Phil.
a timeshare
Okay.
that we have used previously, and he was like, "Yo, we got an extra room. Like, do you guys want to come to Vegas?"
Oh, I thought there was
We got a
another
free
wedding you
place
guys
to
were there
stay."
for.
No, we were there because Phil and Coel had a reason to go to Vegas, so we just
So
went
you're-
along.
So you really were there for my wedding.
Yeah, but we didn't even know each other.
No,
We
we
met each
hung
other-
out one night.
For sure, Brian went for your wedding.
we
We
had,
met
like-
each other at Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, Sean Mo.
Dude, we went to. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
that's
Sean
where
don't
we
even
met.
Sean don't even remember, dude.
And then we played
No,
blackjack.
Margaritaville. I got fucking destroyed the entire. We were there for 7 days in Vegas for my wedding.
Yeah, I think I,
want-
rolled in
want
about
my brother-
halfway
I
through.
want my
and they
brother
were
to come
hacked.
in here, dude.
No, you were there early. You were there.
I'm
when
getting
we
my
got there.
brother, dude. I'm
Where?
getting my
You
brother.
got there that Wednesday night because I remember we hung out that night.
Yeah.
I was wearing the Pulp Fiction shirt and that fucking. I was wearing a Pulp Fiction shirt because I
Yeah.
thought I looked so dope with like a fucking blazer over
You
it.
did.
No.
Dude, I was such a big fan immediately.
Oh, shut
I
up.
was like, look at this big goofy fuck. He reminds me of Kevin Smith, and
Well,
But
because
he-
I was raised by Kevin Smith
I like
movies.
a good gentle giant.
I used to watch Kevin Smith movies and try to mimic the way his characters talked. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tried to. I eventually started talking shit to people like Brody from Mallrats.
Right. Hey,
Oh shit!
turn the goddamn light on, please.
Oh,
Thank you.
come on, man. We were getting fucking. What
Sexy.
happened?
I insist.
Yeah.
I insist on introducing my brother Mark. Is
Let's throw a light switch rave, bro. Hey,
Oakley.
remember when our mom
the
said that this would
show.
start a fire? That's bullshit. What's up, man?
What's up? Mark, I love you. Welcome to Georgia.
Oh,
We're not in Georgia.
Dave is
Georgia's
here.
so tight.
What just
I'm
happened?
so happy to be here in Georgia.
Dave, wherever Dave is, it's immediately Georgia, though. It's like anything within a 10-foot radius.
ATL.
Except for the black people.
Forever I love Atlanta. Forever I love it.
You didn't love it enough to punch Aaron in
Anyway.
the face. He should have punched Aaron in the face. But you
Anyway,
didn't. He talked shit about the Falcons.
my
and you did
brother-
nothing. He didn't defend the Falcons.
my little brother, Mark
plus that.
Oakley, 6 years younger than me, is here in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm very happy to introduce him. And thank you and good night.
That was a very sporadic and unorthodox way to do that.
It's the Oakley way. It's the Oakley way.
Yeah. I mean, you seem like
you have to deal with him more than we do.
I disagree.
You guys,
Surprise! I see him.
what's up?
I see him a lot.
Okay.
No,
Well,
maybe
I have
You
to
see
deal
him
with him
every
more
day.
than you do.
You have to deal with him more than I do.
Constantly.
I don't really deal with you. I just see you at work, and I'm like, "What's up?" And then we talk about podcast shit for a second, and I'm like, "All right, peace."
my brother will be way more easy to deal with than me because he's cool.
Cool,
He
man.
likes Sublime. He's got to be chill.
Yeah, well, Sublime's,
Well, everybody loves Sublime.
Sublime's tight.
If you ask somebody if they like, oh, that's another thing. Bobby and Aaron fucking hate Sublime. That's how you know they're
Yeah,
terrible
I
people.
hate them. They're old.
Yeah, they're
Fuck
old.
them.
Yeah,
Fucking wrinkly skin, old balls.
yeah.
What's their 5-year plan?
Oh,
Not
go-
die?
All sitting there going
Hooters
dial
for
earlier
sure.
than us.
Hooters.
Fuck them.
Oh, they were around for Reagan and shit.
Talk to Mark, dude. He's the important one here.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Well, we're about 100 minutes in, and Dave has completely abandoned his post.
Brother's here. He's the
No, he's like, you know what's gonna be good? My brother will save this and make me look better.
No, you
Save
look
his ass.
Wouldn't
awful.
count on it. Wouldn't
I
count
just
on it.
love
Wouldn't
him.
count on it
Like,
one
Gonna
I
bit.
miss
save him.
He just got to town. I wanted to hang
I
out
know,
with
and you
him.
did this podcast anyway. You're a terrible brother.
Whoa,
We could have
whoa, whoa.
rescheduled. We told him, by
I
the way,
still
we'd
love you, bro.
reschedule,
Fuck
and
no.
he insisted on doing it.
We did not tell him that. There was no choice.
I did a podcast.
It was you come or we do it without you.
I'm just gonna say whatever makes him look the worst. Dave said you were his least favorite sibling.
I'm glad you're here because
There's
otherwise
only-
Sean
there's
would
only
have shit
4
on
of
me.
us, so.
Oh shit. See, I was
I'm like
hoping it was just
third-
you two,
third-
and he's like,
third
what the
place.
fuck?
That's bronze, right? That's not so
No, he
bad.
didn't say
Like,
any of those
that's
things.
place in Olympics.
Just trying to fuck with them. That's mostly what this podcast is.
Can't fuck with my
Haven't figured it
brother,
out.
dude.
Welcome.
We're just fucking
Can't
with
wait to go
Dave.
back and listen to every single episode.
My brother will kick your brother's ass.
Yes, your brother would. You would whoop my brother's ass, dude. That's totally.
Oh,
If you met my brother, you'd be like, "Yep."
Let's go burn some crosses out front.
Whoa, my brother? No, he's from the Bay Area.
okay, so he likes men.
See, well, I guess it depends on the key party.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I guess it depends on how much E he's had that day. E is that what do they call it? These the Molly? Is that what the children call it now? With the powder in the nose and such. I
That's the
ate it in a
Mollies.
pill that had big brown chunks of heroin in it. So I guess I ate heroin because I had big chunks of it in some E pills before.
Heroin's awesome.
That's what.
Dave's a big advocate.
Jeez.
Major.
Actually, Dave's probably heroin's #1 advocate.
Number one. Wait, so it's like I'm trying to think of like.
No, they're all dead. Dave's the
He's the
living.
last one. He's the last one.
Dave's the living heroin advocate.
I was trying to think of an analogy of another like spokesperson for
Well,
like
I was-
Jared. If you're the Jared from Subway of,
Heroin.
fucking kids and heroin. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No, Dave is like
We'll see. That. You know what? We don't have proof whether that's true or false.
agreed, and he's not even on
We're just
mic.
saying. We're just
so-
asking questions. We're fair and balanced.
Yeah, he's not even on mic, but Dave is the Tyrone for crack. Like he is
it?
for heroin.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, because I've heard the stories and you paint it in a very terrible light, which is great because it's the stories that you've told. I'm like,
Oh, you haven't been listening. Oh, you haven't seen him do comedy, but recently.
Yes, well, yeah,
but
yeah.
he's been
I've
pulling
seen him do
hard for heroin recently, which I love.
is it work on stage though?
Step
Is
up
it
from
material
crack.
that just
Step up
works?
from crack.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody can tell he's a piece of shit, so they're like, yeah. Obviously, this is something
I've
he
been
would say.
killing it with the heroin shit.
There's always. Well, I'm like, are you sure they're not just
Go with what's
nervous
working.
laughter?
Nobody wants Dave to kill himself. Yeah, they're like, Sudi's gonna be Leda's problem.
We're hoping that.
On the flip side, I want everybody that's listening to try heroin and try to kill themselves.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
These are not the views of the Greenlight Weekend. These are solely.
These are the views of the Whiskey Reel podcast.
We say way worse shit than that.
This is
Way worse shit than that.
I'm from
What
the
did I
Bible
say?
Belt, I don't hear
What
that
did
shit.
I say? What was that shit I said about Emily Ratajkowski the other day? Trying to by grading how hot a chick was by the grossest thing that you'd eat out of their vagina.
Totino's pizza rolls.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Can we get out of here, dude?
Gas
How
station
hot is-
chili.
What the fuck?
How hot is Emily Ratajkowski? What's the worst thing you'd eat out of her vagina?
I'd eat 10 pounds of shit out of her vagina to see
There-
where it came from.
See that you get. Thank you.
My brother's funnier
You
than
get
me.
how this works.
In one visit to Durango.
Well, he just gets how. Well, this is the thing. You're good when you write your material, but like you need to be quicker.
No,
in, like,
it's because he's
conversation,
been
bro.
drinking all day. He showed up in a decent fashion and then just
Wasted.
went downhill.
Bro, I've been so hungover all day, dude.
All right, think of closing statements, David.
I already did.
What's that?
Closing statements. Wait, what?
Sean Moe, you have something to promote?
Yeah, I do. Listen to the Whiskey Reel podcast. You can find it where all podcasts are found. You can go to our social media. It's at Whiskey Reel, and you can find a link to our link. We have a link tree that just goes to like basically a link to it on every platform. We're on Amazon Music now, so you can say, Alexa, play our fucking podcast. Which you guys can do that. It's easy to just send them your RSS
Yeah, I
feed
was
link.
going to talk to you.
Do it. It's easy. Just go to Amazon Music website for creators. Type that into Google and just it was
Heard
super
that.
fast. Other than that, this was our intervention podcast for David Oakley. We appreciate you bringing your brother in because we've been talking to him for weeks about this.
I know. He
time.
told me, dude, actually.
And it's not, and you think it might be about your drinking, but no, we don't mind that. You need to stop doing comedy, dude. When we all have we got together to get you to stop
hate you, dude.
hurting yourself and hurting others
I didn't
at
play
the 11th Street
Hey.
station.
Hey, Sean Moe, it was such a pleasure to have you on.
I'm sorry we ganged up on you, but it just got really
No,
funny.
you're a terrible person. It's fine, dude. Like, I still love you. I love Brian, and I do love my little brother that is fucking in studio for like one
the
of our
first
episodes.
and last time.
Thank you for being here to prove that he
Yeah.
has somewhat of a human soul, or else he
Yeah.
wouldn't be around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. He
I
came all the
just
way
met
from
you.
Atlanta to be here for this.
East Point, smoke some dank.
Damn right, Outcast, baby.
The hype
My
button's
brother.
good. All the shit.
My brother from the same mother. But anyway, y'all, yeah, check out at Davo Laughs on Instagram and on Grindr. Have a good night.
Yeah, you know where to find us at GLW_podcast on Instagram, Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook, and greenlightweekend@gmail.com. Thank you, Sean Moriarty.
Fuck top that.
Fuck top that. Fuck Davo.
No, he's all right.
I'm just kidding. I love him. I'm gonna miss
We
him.
love
That's
you.
where all this negative energy is coming from.
We
It's
love
just
you.
energy that I made negative.
We
because
love
of
you,
my
Dave. We
hatred
just
to
want you to love yourself.
masturbate more. That's what Sean wants.
And by loving yourself, he means stop going on stage.
You know what? I couldn't have said it better myself.
No, he's great. I love your fucking comedy. He's good. Stop giving him shit.
Wink.
I do. Dude, I have the album. I have your shit on the. You hosted the album, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Yeah. So I've heard that set, and I've heard the shit that you've done on the podcast that you said you've done on stage or worked out for on stage. So I know he's good. Don't stop doing comedy. We're just fucking with you.
All right, closing
Dave
statements.
Laughs,
Make
go
them
follow
funny.
on Instagram.
That's all. Sean.
No, that was it.
All right, we love you guys. Thanks for listening.
At what point you should have cut that off way earlier?
All right,
Just
peace.
cut that end of it.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, see cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit vocally, hearing me locally, lyrically. Know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn a whack news to history. Let them do their thing, instead I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm rocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate, wasn't ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next, somebody coming at your neck. I could've died today, that's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals, giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican, beating my chest like yeah, what my name is, ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting, summer day smoke skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit, sit back and face this. Real type, I've been smoking instrumental playlist, chill in the cut. Now these small places, I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away